Okay. Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Dang. Hi, Ashley. How are you tonight? Moon pie darling. I'm good, honey. And you guys? Francis being quiet. I don't know. She got her mic on. I don't hear her talking. Cowgirl. Hello. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Francis right there. Francis in the other picture right there. Just ain't saying anything. She's waving at you, Ashley. Uh, um, yeah, went out for a boat ride yesterday. I couldn't get one of my motors to pee the water out, out the spout or whatever. I wasn't. That's what they call it, peeing. I don't know what they call it, something else too. The water wasn't coming out of the thing anyway. 710 oil upside down, but the motor wasn't getting hot. Water's up inside it. The spout's not plugged up, so I don't know what the problem is. I ran something up in there. It's not plugged up or nothing, but it still ain't coming out the thing. The other one, it ran fine. So we took it out of the lake because it hadn't been started for a while. So, but I'll have a little bit of a video of the lake or whatever where we just took a ride and all that coming out here soon, probably in a week or so. I don't want to put all my well, the water's up inside the motor. It's going up in there. It wouldn't work with the muffs on, but the other one wouldn't work with the muffs on either. Neither one of them would work with the muffs on. So I put the one down on a drum, and it still didn't. Then it still didn't work. So a drum of water. So, but the water's up inside the motor because if you don't have water, inside the motor, you'll burn it up real quick if you run it dry. It'll burn that motor. It'll get so hot without water. So it's staying cool because I ran it for 10 minutes and never even got hot. Otherwise, without any water in it, you'll burn that motor right up because it's water cooled. But the water's inside the motor, it's just not coming out. And it was just a test just to get the thing running because, like I said, I wouldn't run at the house, but I couldn't get the other one, so I don't know what's going on with that. There wasn't no fishing, just like I said, just out for about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. Met a guy on the lake, though, and that I had never seen before. He actually said he watched our channel. Um, he said he'd watched the channel before because he's a local. He said he lived pretty close around here. So Ashley says hi, everybody in the chat. Francis must have muted mine. I don't know why she done that. I'm talking. Don't mute my mic, Francis, because people can't hear me. Because I'm not watching that. I've been talking away. Anyway, they put a new thermostat in about I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago. And they put a new water pump impeller in about a year ago. It's only been ran about 3 times. You gonna talk, Francis? She wanted to do this chat talk. Unmute your mic. Can't hear you. I don't know what she's doing. So dark in the room. Oops. Lost her. Mm. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, what happened to her? I know she got on here the other day, and she was talking away, but nothing was coming out of her microphone. And then she went back off and come back on and started working. I don't know what happened. So the internet cuts in and out. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't got much more exciting news. Like I said, that's the weird on that motor, because I read up about it online, and it says it won't hurt them to run them like that because the water's up in them, but they got the hole in there to show you. It's just a thing to show you it's there. The water's there. You can run them that way because they're not going to get hot as long as the water's in them. But that there's a thing, like a sign for you, like a light or whatever is on something to tell you it's on, it's working. You know, that's what that thing is for, to notify you that you are getting water. But for some reason, but I hate to call somebody out because that's like at least 100. Well, it's probably about 125 to 150 bucks plus the part, and it's thermostat or the peller is going to be about $35 for that. So I hate to do that, but I don't know. I want to sell that one anyway, but I got to fix it to sell it, and the other old boat. So, but you keep sticking money in them, and then pretty soon you got more. I can't get out of what I need to get out of it now. It's a good boat. It don't leak or nothing, but it's just an older boat, and it's and the motor's what's worth a lot, and trailers are like probably about 400, and trolling motors worth probably 150 bucks, and the motor's run's worth 1,500 bucks just by itself, 15 to 1,700, because it's got low hours on it. But well, y'all are quiet in here. 3 people and nobody's saying nothing. Now, as far as blowing backwards, I don't know where I'd get its nozzle a little small to stick up in that hole where you take the hose. But I don't even know if that would work or not either, because, and if it's a thermostat, I can't see how anything would be stuck up inside the motor between where it pulls it up, and if it's getting water up inside it, then it's got water up there. Where it would be clogged at, I don't know. But I don't see how blowing air, if the thermostat's stuck closed, it ain't gonna work anyway. I don't know. You know what that old football for? Watching some idiot kick a ball around on a field with his foot. Come on now. Fishing's more exciting than kicking a ball around on a field. Come on now. Anything's more exciting than that. About as bad as soccer. Or what's it called? Tetherball, where you hit that ball around the pole and it goes around and back. Other way is to hit it around the pole on a string. Oh, well. So who's still here? Well, I know Dawn's one of them. I got 2 other quiet people here. So is it Ashley, 710, Cowgirl, or that's it? That's the only 4 people that's been in here. And also got somebody else just come in and not saying anything. Or it's the other 2 people is one of you, other 3 people. Ashley, 710, Oral, or a Cowgirl. That's the other 3 people besides Dawn, or somebody else just popped in and not commenting. Who's still here with us? Hello, hello. Oh, I just say goodbye when I say hello. Hello, hello. What's been the better Tenor Lake lately? Hell, I couldn't tell. I ain't seen nothing on the sites much there. A lot of people like B. They said B's been doing good. C's a small lake. I seen somebody say they caught stuff out of C, but that's a small lake. I ain't been in A yet, and I done good in Fish Hook and Half Moon and Coronet. I done good on all 3 of those. It's hard to get your boat loaded back up though, because you can only use your trolling motor. You have to use your trolling motor to load your boat, because you can't fire up your gas motor. If they catch you firing that gas motor up, you go to lose everything you got, plus get a fine. You ain't even allowed to power load or nothing. You ain't allowed to start your gas motor at all in an electric trolling motor lake on at all. Strictly forbidden. Francis will take the trolling motor and she'll start it up and run it up on the trailer with it, or like hold it out of the water. And she has to watch the bars going across the trailer, hold it up above them, and she'll get it up there enough, and then we kind of wade out and pull it in. But it's pain in the butt. I mean, really. But I ain't heard nothing about anybody saying anything about picnic at all. I've heard a little bit about Lake 5, B, and C, and I think a little bit about A. Frank Honey, welcome. How are you tonight? Good to see you. I don't know where Miss Francis went. Terrible. Good to you too. Um, trying to, I don't know what to say. She was supposed to do the stream, and that wasn't supposed to be me. So I'm not gonna stay on there too long. I'm gonna quit doing these with her because if she don't quit coming on, because she stuck me with one the other day. She fell asleep, and I don't want to do these things by myself that much. But anyway, I don't go much live anymore. Don't have much videos anymore. Like I said, I ain't been out between the weather and kind of not having my two fishing partners to go with. I just ain't been going. Really don't even need one boat, let alone two. But I don't really like going also on my own boat because that way I can go the speed I want to go. If it's too cold, I don't get somebody opening up their motor wide open or bounce across the waves or we're going to stay out for 30 more minutes when I'm hot or something. You know, it's nice when you got your own because somebody else telling me they want to come in or something. I go in when they want to come in. For instance, I've had enough or I'm getting too hot. We come in. You know, I just don't like, also I'm running the boat where I can come in when I want to. I don't really like going. Not too much of a fan with going with somebody else. I haven't really been on anybody else's boat much because a few times I went, didn't work out too well. Pennsylvania, hey buddy, how are you? Good to see you, man. Been a while again. Um, I got another guy. His name's Georgia. What's his name? Georgia Trapping and Fishing, I think it's called, or something like that. It's his channel name. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Yeah, well, you know him? Okay. Yeah, he's a pretty good old guy. I don't know. I was thinking about him. I think he come in here. Well, maybe that was you. I don't know if he ever come in, if he comes in here or not. I know I've been in his before. Uh, trying to think here. I'm looking at something here real quick. Yeah, he's I could picture him in my mind. He's got a long white beard and remember him come. But anyway, that's what I was thinking. I don't know a lot of people's name. I don't even think I know. I don't guess I know your name either. You know mine, but I don't know yours. Of course, I got my name on the screen. So, but half the people call me Rattletrap and they call her Francis. I don't know why. I said I'm Curtis and she's Francis, but they call me Rattletrap and they call her Francis. I don't know why they do that, but well, talk, Francis. You're back. Talk. Wait a minute. She got. Oh, she ain't back. I thought she was back. Okay. Never mind. Had it on the wrong screen. It was showing way back. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people's names. I know a lot of people's names on here, but huh? Who is this? I'm John. My name is Amy. John. Okay, John. I'll probably forget. There's a lot of Johns, but uh,
Don't wait for fate. Download Bumble now.
darn that thing. I hate my phone when it does that. I want to look at some. That old guy we talked to, Athenians, my brother and sister know him. Huh. I wonder how they know him. Hey, Southern Belle. Good to see you. See, that's what I like. I was just on her live. Now she's coming over here. That's what you call support. See, supporting each other's, scratching each other's back, supporting each other's channel. That's the good old fashioned way. But a lot of people don't do that anymore. But see, the thing about it is, I don't get no notifications. It's like Pennsylvania trapping there. I haven't got a notification about him. I don't believe in a while. And I got the bell on, and he was on 7 days ago. Okay, we wasn't on, but he let the video. See, I'm not getting these notifications. That's what's bad. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all. It's just that I don't get the notifications sometimes. I want that hearts on there for. Huh. Got a heart down there now. I didn't know that. Cool. Y'all see that little heart? Oh, you guys see it. You're using it. Yeah. Okay. I don't know when that's new. I guess. Huh. Somebody's putting a lot of them in. Yeah. I just noticed that. Maybe you have to turn it on or so. I seen it on somebody else's channel the other day. Something new they put on. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I don't know what good it does though, but if you change filters, the filter will only show your last fan funding messages. Helps your channel. Huh. I didn't know that. Well, I can click it myself too. See, I can do that one. See, I've done that, but I don't know what makes it do that. Billy Jack's Wild America. welcome to the channel, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, bud. I'm glad to have you tonight. He's somebody new. What's the best good small basic fishing kit? Boy, I haven't bought a kit. I bought a crankbait kit. I bought a jerkbait kit, but I haven't really bought too many kits. I mean, depends on what kind of fishing you're doing. Actually, I'd say because they do have those. I think kits for bass bait. Of course, you got those things you can order like the Monster Bass, Mentally, and all those kind of things. The mystery box. But I don't know. They got the things that come on the rods with the little. You can buy a little tackle box on with the rods for the bluegill and stuff. Or to build with bank fishing kids of mine. Well, they got those little tackle boxes that come on there with your bobbers and hooks and all that stuff, and some little kits and stuff on some of the rods. They're attached right to the rods. I know they have those, but those little kids rods is better. They're not much good if they can handle a regular rod. It's better to start them off the regular rod because those little kids rods, if they get anything big, it's going to break them. I mean, those little Barbie and Hot Wheels rods and all those, they're not going to handle too much. Of course, I've seen people catch some big fish on them, but they will break though. Because people do, they have people in there used to do challenges with those little kids rods, and they do challenges with them and everything. Let's see, Billy Jack's Wild America's got 6 subscribers, so they're checking out his channel here. Earthquake Tiller, Multi-Family Community Garden, Apache Eagle Zip Lines. Three videos. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and subscribe to this man here since he come in. I'll give him 7. You got 7 subscribers now, Billy Jack. Yeah, let's go ahead and subscribe to your channel. Appreciate you coming in, man. You got 7 subscribers now. I thank you for coming in. Crank Honey. Yeah, Crank Honey, she makes custom baits there now. Anybody likes custom baits made, she creates them right there, spray paints them right on her live streams and stuff. So I ran into her here. And I have known her too long. I'd say less than a year probably, but we've been in each other's lives or whatever quite a bit. I know I've been in hers quite a few times. She's been in here quite a few times. Terrible. Now I got to get back over to my video here. Cut me off here. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys and dolls. Thank you, Belle. Let's see. I started YouTube before COVID and just never finished all my projects with all the craziness, but I want to try again. So you've been working on my website. Okay. Well, you come in some of these live streams like this and, people can help you out. Like you gained a subscriber tonight. That's where I got mine, just going different live streams and stuff. And people pick you up in the live streams and you can build your channel up that way. but then you got to put them out. You got to put them out some content. You know, they want to see your content. You got to give them something good that they enjoy watching. And so get your subscribers, then start putting them out some videos. But like I said, you can check in these live streams like here, and you'll probably pick up a couple people from in mine. I have different people every time I go on usually, and I don't know what this stuff is. Somebody said something. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, that's the way. Best advice I could give you, or whatever. I got a lot of subscribers, but I don't have a lot compared to what a lot of other people got. And I've been dropping off. I was up 2150 something. I can't seem to get my subscribers back up, and I can't seem to hold them. I've lost a few. I don't know. A few people just got. I don't know. I can't seem to get out of this rut though. I've been stuck in this 2140, 50 some range right in here for a long time. I go up and down. I can't get 2160 or above. I can't gain anything. I can't get my subscribers up. I mean, I wish I could go one up and get, but I can't even get out of this 2100 subscriptions. I just can't get to 2200 or nothing like that, or 2160 or nothing. I just haven't been able to gain any lately. These here went up fast, but I can't get no more. But I got a lot of what you call dead subscribers. I got some people that's either their bells have come off and they don't know I went on. Some of them just added me just to be adding me, but they don't care to watch it or whatever, and they're subscribed, but they don't come in and watch. So, well, that's great. I appreciate that. I was thinking you knew. I was thinking might go up a number tonight, but if you've already been subscribed, then I ain't going to go up. I need to get some more subscribers. I used to tell people to share me out, but I don't really say that too much because here's the thing. If you come in my live streams and you pick up some of my people, then you send some of your people in and they pick up me and I pick up them. It's a win-win situation for everybody, because if you send somebody new into my live stream, then that I like, they gain subscribers, so they're winning. They pick me up, I win. And if you pick somebody up in my chat or they pick you up, then you gain something. So when you go in, it's a thing if you share somebody out. But some people don't like certain things. I mean, I've subscribed to people I didn't even care about. I got a couple of friends that, well, I don't subscribe to somebody. If I don't like makeup, I'm not going to subscribe to makeup, or I'm not going to subscribe to crafts, or if I don't like crafts. But I got a lot of gaming channels come in here. I've got a few craft channels. I've got different people come in here, coin channels and different. But, I subscribe to everybody because I want to support them back. Some people won't do that if they don't like a certain type of channel, but I'm not that way. And now some of them I don't go in that much. But I try to make it around to everybody sooner or later. And always make sure if you come in, please hit the thumbs up. And Revy, hey girl. That's one of my favorite people right there, Revy. She's been with me a long time. I like that girl. She's a great lady. She's one of my buddies. Miss Southern Bell's another one. She's been with me for a long time. She's a good moderator and a good supporter. I've been heavy in preparation and content lately just to get new ideas. My home and family as I try and make the rounds. Well, since you're titled Wild America, you might you might put some things out. I don't know where you're located at, what state you're in, but Wild America puts me in mind of either out west or up in Alaska. Um, but put some content out like Wild America, some like if you got some wild animals or anything outdoors like that, that would show, that would be good. Anything that's wild, buffalo, anything that's adventures, like an adventure, or buffalo, wild horses, lions, whatever you could find out roaming around somewhere would be a good idea, I would think. I messaged you last night. You never did message me back. What's it say? What'd you say, hun? Or what'd you say? I can't see it. Hun, yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't. I don't do too much Facebook messaging. I mean, I do, but I just. Yeah, Frances was just on here. She started this and she was on here. Then she took off. I don't know where she went. Her internet ain't too good. Where she stays at or whatever. I'm Southern. Everybody is hun. Well, my mama, she wasn't Southern, but she called everybody Texas State at the moment. Well, that's a good. That's one of the best bass states there is Texas compared to Florida. How about combine a banana and a vanilla moon pie? Make a vanilla, a vanilla, a vanilla. Yeah, that'd be vanilla, a vanilla and a banana, vanilla, vanilla. That's funny. But my mama, like I said, she wasn't from the South, but she called everybody hun. I mean, another woman she would call hun. She didn't call guys hun. She would never call another man hun. Uh, my mama was old fashioned. She was a good woman. She loved to go to church. She didn't get to go all the time because she didn't drive, but we went a lot back when I was younger, and my mama was a good woman. I mean, she was like an angel. She hardly ever got mad. If she got mad, she was mad, but she didn't see it too much. And her and my daddy were married 65 years. It's the only man she was ever with. Man, I wish it was like that now. I love to stick with a lady, just stick with her and nobody else, But my mama, like I said, everybody was humming, but she wouldn't let another guy touch her. I mean, my dad's brother put his hand on her shoulder and she slapped him. I think she said, "No man touches me, but my husband." I mean, she was that way. I had a girl I dated one time, and he liked to. This guy that come over to my house, he liked to play around with the women or whatever. He stuck his hand down the couch when she went to sit down. She slapped the crap out of him. How one man will put his hand under a woman when she gets to sit down, and boy, so. No, I like vanilla moon pies better. I don't like the banana ones that well, really. And those little Debbie's ain't moon pies anyway. Those are marshmallow pies. They're both marshmallow, but I like them blueberry ones, but that was a limited time thing. I got another box of them here, but I don't know. Can't get any more of them. I went back in the store, had two of them they put up on the shelf, grabbed them, but I think I'll probably give them to Dawn. I don't need them. He likes them better than I do. I got a box of strawberry ones I'm going to give him too, I think, if I can find them. I don't know where I put them at. Well, I'm single too, but No, Revy's just my buddy, Dawn. Revy's my buddy. She's my buddy. She's up in another state up north. She's just my buddy. Nothing like that. I don't want to talk about her situation. That's not my place to do, but I used to have a lot of ladies come in here, but back when I was back then, but I don't have a lot of them come in here anymore. Seems like when you got somebody, another woman sitting beside of you, you got plenty of women coming in your channel. When you ain't got no woman sitting beside of you, you ain't got none comes in then. That's like this time. I don't go to bars. I was younger, right? I went in this bar with one of the girls I was dating when I was young. It was a revolving bar. The seats revolved around the bar. Well, they ended up closing it. And anyway, there was two girls sitting there just smiling at me. Well, I couldn't do nothing because I was with the girl I was dating. But if I went in there any other time, there wouldn't be a girl sitting there at all. They wouldn't give me a look. You know what I mean? Banana pudding. I used to make banana pudding over here. Frances loved that stuff. She likes her banana pudding. And her uncle likes it too. He don't make it as good as I do though. Get you some vanilla wafers and banana puddings and your bananas cut up in that stuff, and boy, it is pretty good. I'm just not too much on banana flavored stuff though. I mean, banana pudding is good, but I'm just not too much on banana flavored stuff. I like bananas. I mean, I'll eat bananas, but banana flavored stuff, I'm not too much. Mm. Yeah, I was in somebody's chat the other day, and them hearts were just going up. Not always. That's not always true. I mean, it is for some guys or some women because I knew a woman that had been through 4 or 5 guys one time, and I said, all them guys can't be wrong. There's got to be something wrong with her. I liked her a lot, but I mean, I figured there had to be something wrong why she went through 4 or 5 guys, or she'd been married 3 or 4 times. All them guys are wrong. I mean, or is it her? You know, it makes you think. But sometimes a guy can be the best guy in the world, and it's the saying, nice guys finish last. And sometimes you just get, you know, it don't matter how good you are. I asked a girl one time when I was young, what's wrong with me? She said, you're just too nice. You're too nice. I mean, been told all kinds of things. So, and I mean, I used to have women say my husband gets drunk and comes home and slaps the crap out of me. And I think the word they use the S word, slaps the crap out of me. And I go right back to him, but he's such a good man when he ain't drinking, and I love him to death. But I wished I had a good man like you, Curtis. But they used to tell me that, but they'd stick with him. Oh no, yeah, can't bring bananas on the boat. I ain't. No, that would jinx it. I ain't titling nothing nothing with banana. Shiner guy was fishing, and up there in Orlando and or Ocala, and Flo brought a banana on the boat, and he says, "Oh, no, 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 no!" And Flo had to he grabbed that thing and tossed it out in the water. And then one of Francis' family members brought him in my boat in his cooler or something, or in his sack, and I didn't know he had him. We got in the middle of the lake. I took him back to the bank. And then he still kept one in there. I thought he threw them all back in. He still kept one on there. But I know but the guy that took the banana on his boat, his trolling motor blowed up that day. It busted. And I think something happened to the trailer on the boat. And I think the gas motor quit running. He had 3 things happen. Something happened to the tar on the boat trailer. 3 things happened that day. You call that a coincidence? I don't know. Yeah, but 4 or 5 guys, Revy. I can't believe they all was bad. I mean, that's hard to believe. I really like the girl, but I mean, but she 4 or 5 guys is hard to believe. I don't know. But anyway. But I ain't gonna discuss all that on here. It's not a discussing relationship channel. It's a well, you can talk about. We used to get people on the panel. We talk about coins. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Fishing, just joke around and cut up. But I'm not a relationship channel. And I talk about. I get trapping people, and get hunting people, and get fishing people. It don't matter if somebody wants to come on the panel, whatever they want to talk about. But I'm just saying. I'm not a relationship channel. There is some out there, but I'm not one of them. Paste. Tell friends to bring their own load of banana. No, screw that. You said you wasn't necessarily going, or you wasn't going to do that. I don't know. I can't tell about it. I know one thing. I'm mad about something, but I ain't going to say what right now. Something I found out that's going to come out in the long run. But anyway, I got something I like to say, but I don't know how to say it. Maybe I shouldn't say it on here. I don't know. I can't think how to word it where it'll come out right. There's really no way. There's no way where I can really do it where it'll come out. Alexander Smith. Oh, I've helped people get together before, but I never had nobody help me get with nobody. That's the thing. I had this pretty girl when I was younger. She used to come to my house. And I wasn't interested in her. I mean, she looked all right, but my neighbor, he said, "Who's that girl? Fix me up with her." Well, I fixed her up with her. He got to get all the loving and all that from her, but I never got anything. I didn't ask for it either. I suppose I could have, but I didn't. But I was just saying, but I fixed him up and made him happy. But when I asked him later on, when I didn't have anybody, I don't know nobody to fix you up with. So that's the way it always worked. How you doing, Alex? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in, man. I've been thinking about doing, I got a lot of stuff around here. Alex knows about this. I got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. I'm thinking about, to earn some money, just either raffling it off or, do an auction on it. Get rid of some of the stuff. Start some of it out at $1 or whatever, plus shipping, or if you're local, you can pick it up just to get rid of the stuff because I want to get stuff out of here. I got a lot of collectible stuff. I got some baseball cards, some football cards, a lot of die-cast cars, maybe a little bit of jewelry. I don't know. Maybe a few coins. I don't know. I got all kinds of stuff laying around here. Just want to get rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm talking about when I was younger. I'm talking about that was back then. I'm talking about that was way back when I said when I was young. I guess people didn't catch that. I said I fixed this guy up and he tried to fix me up. Sam's 1069, welcome. There she is. That's good.
I was talking to somebody, I'm sorry. It's important call, y'all.
Important call.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a important call.
Was it her?
Yeah.
Or did she tell you what I need to know?
Hey, Rebby. How are you?
They used to have a fishing tournament at my local lake when I was a kid. I think it was Bass Masters. Not sure if they still do that or not.
How are you, Rebby? Are you feeling any better, or are you?
Sam's 1069. Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate you coming in, man.
Hey, Sam. 1069. Hey, how are you? And Tina, hey, what's up? I get hecked up right now.
I've got a hiccup right now. I need some advice on someone who can work it out with me. Probably won't be me to answer that. I don't know. Revy's pretty good at helping out with, giving other people advice. I would say she might be good for you to talk to. I don't know who else. Don likes to give advice. I don't like his, but he likes to give advice. So he might be able to give you some advice. I don't know about Sam's 1069. I grew up with Bill Dance and those shows on PBS, you know. She switched positions with me. Hold your breath for 10 seconds. Oh. Yeah, you can put your question. You can put your question in there, Alexander. Like I said, Revy or Dawn might give you some kind of advice there. Francis' internet cuts out on her. No, he didn't mean it like a hiccup. He means a hiccup. That means he's got a problem. He needs some advice on. He don't mean hiccups. That's what I thought. Read the first time. He mean hiccup means right now I got a problem. The hiccup means a problem that you need some advice on. Somebody can work it out with me. That's what that means. It ain't a hiccup like where you hold your breath. Yeah, I thought that would be too. Well, I guess she lost her internet again. I don't know, or she keeps getting phone calls. I don't know which. They suspect it. So yeah, I knew what you meant when I read it. They just didn't read it. They didn't read it right. But I thought hiccup. You said hiccups too. I thought, but then I read it. I understood what you meant. Just a different terminology. You don't hear it too much. I told you go ahead and put your question in there though. Somebody might be able to answer it. One of the. But anyway, we got 7 people in here, so that's pretty good. This used to be my regular night, by the way. Saturday night was the Saturday Night Live show with Rattletrap Fishing. And we are back tonight. And it used to be on here like 9, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night till 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And my buddy Ace was here. He said, I want to do all night with you. And I said, you can't do it. They said, old man Ace, and poor old Ace died. And I missed my buddy coming up on the panel with me. But he used to say, we're going to go all night long. I bet I can outdo you. They said, you can't do it, old man Ace.
I never heard that.
It's an old phrase, but you don't hear it. I've never heard it much, once or twice, but I don't know who I heard say it, but I heard it said once and somebody told me what it meant. But it's been a long time. You hardly ever hear it, but he's from over in
there.
UK or Australia or somewhere, I think. So it might be a term over there more than it is over here.
Hey.
It might be a term in the UK or something. I'm not sure. But they use more.
Hanging in there.
Can you
just want to film better, Rabbi, because Curtis loves you, I love you, and YouTubers loves you, Rabbi. Excuse me.
Ron said he wants to name a channel Banana Moon Fishing or something, Francis, or banana fishing or something.
You're welcome, Rabbi.
I told him that didn't sound good.
You're welcome, Rabbi.
I was still thinking back at the eats. I told you you wouldn't get no more than blueberry moon pies, though, Don. I don't know if you said you still try. I don't know if you tried or not, but I told you you wouldn't get no more because
he wants some.
It was a display. No, he mentioned the one I told him that was a limited thing. He said, I got friends at Walmart. I'll get them. And
he can have mine. I'm not eating my blueberry.
I got some over here, too.
He can have mine.
Well, Freezing Challenge needs to be the banana. Where did I see this? Looking for something else.
Excuse me.
Been through a lot. I don't like the chocolate ones. I got to eat my strawberry when I left it in the truck. Some of them's hard to get a hold of. There won't be no more blueberry ones though.
I don't like moon pie.
You pull down your pants and show the moon and show them the pie.
Ew.
Pull down your pants, that's a moon, then you show ask if they want a piece of the pie. Shoot them a moon. Night's that solar eclipse. If you look in the sky, it'll blind you. You gotta have special glasses. It says sunglasses won't even work, so nobody look up at the sky at night because it will blind you. They ain't got no berries in them. They ain't got no real berries in them. Just marshmallow and flavoring.
I don't
They don't have no real berries in them.
taste it. I did not taste it.
Oh, they're good. The blueberry ones are good. They are good.
I don't know where that's at. The blueberry. I don't know where that's at.
See, somebody else probably ate them all. They probably can't offer something you don't have. You don't know where you put them. Probably somebody got into them.
I don't know. Hold on, let me give me a drink. I'll be right back, Kurt.
I like the vanilla ones the best. I seen them somewhere the other day. I was in some store. I don't remember what store that was. They had the full size ones. There was some store here in town. I walked in and they had full size moon pies on the shelf. But I can't remember what what store it was or where I was at when I seen them. I can't remember what store I walked in now. It wasn't Target because it wasn't in Target. It wasn't Walmart. But they had the full size moon pie sitting out there. It might have been some convenience store. It might have been, I don't think it was Ace Hardware. I don't know where it was. I was in someplace the other day. They had full size moon pies, and I can't remember where it was. They used to say RC Cola and a moon pie. That was the old saying, RC Cola and a moon pie. But they don't have berries in the moon pies. All they got's flavoring. Just it's blueberry flavored or banana flavored. They don't have no berries in them. Besides, banana pies don't have banana's not a berry anyway. But I like my blueberries, my raspberries, blackberries, all them strawberries. I love eating berries. That's what ripe peaches. Oh man, nectarines. Yum 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 yum. And good plums, even they're good too. I don't drink old beer. RC Cola and Moon Pie. That was the old commercial. Grady Judd says that RC Cola and Moon Pies. He's got a picture of it out. They ain't nothing but like a cookie and marshmallow. It's marshmallow in the center. If you like marshmallows, I mean, it's marshmallow with a cookie on the outside. Some of them's almost like, I don't know. They used to have a club here in Lakeland years ago. It closed up. Their beer on their tap tastes like moose pea. That's what everybody called it, moose pea. I don't know where they got that from, but that's what they said. They only had one kind of beer, and it was the nastiest beer. But I drank some beer out of what they call it, a tap, I guess it was. The big round jugs with the pull-down handles on them at this convention thing one time. Me and my dad went to. I don't like beer. And this beer was on tap in these big kegs. All that stuff was good. And I don't like beer. But that was one time. I was young. I was probably like 20 or 21. You like the fish, Revy? Dawn asked if you like the fish, Revy. Mm. Mm. Lick her. You mean Lickher? Lick her? Well, I'd rather fish on the boat than I would on the bank, really, because I don't like standing. And I don't like sitting in a chair all day either in the hot sun and not catching anything either. So at least I go out in the boat, I'm out in the water, you kick back and relax, and you can get in some shade maybe somewhere. And Milton now, he goes fishing. He goes out and gets him a bag of chips. He leans back in his seat back there and he sits there and kicks back. He says, he works 5 days a week. He said, I'm going to relax. He gets out in that water and he just kicks back in his boat. He's got a big center console and he just loves it. He'll sit there and eat some chips or something and just chill. He don't care if he catches anything or not. Apple, never heard of it. I'm straight. What's wrong with your internet, Francis? You're popping in and out. Never had that. Jack Daniels apple. That's apple whiskey, I guess, right? Is that what you're saying? Apple whiskey? Apple flavored whiskey? I'd try a sip of it, just taste it, or shot or whatever. If I go to somebody's house, I can't drink much because I got to drive home. I went out with a friend and his wife one night, and they wanted me to drink, and I don't drink, and that's when I was young. That was probably in my late 20s, and I drank 3 beers that night. But I don't, like I said, I don't drink. I used to drink screwdrivers and vodka Collins and stuff like that. Love vodka and orange juice I like, but I don't drink. Like I said, that's all when I was young. That was just to be social, but it was always one, not ever two. I'm out. I'm done. I mean, I never was alcoholic, and I control mine. I just order one, and I won't be no more the rest of the night. Granny Smith apples. Where'd Francis go? I see something there laying, but I can't. That don't look like her face. I don't know what that is. I see something sitting there, but I don't know what it is. Type knees. Her internet's bad where she's at. It just goes off and on, off and on. It ain't a stable connection. But anyway. Taiwanese. I don't hear nothing. Well, Francis said, quiet. Maybe she went to the bathroom. Her smoke alarm battery's bad. She won't fix it. I'll get up there and put another, and of course they're fixing to move anyway, so they ain't gonna fix it, I guess. So. Mm. But when it go down to, and so I have to try and keep up. No, you don't have to. I've went out with people before, and I was telling them I don't drink. I drink a soda, and they drink whatever they want to drink. I don't drink. If I don't want to drink, I'm not going to drink. Pontoon boats are nice. I mean, I know people that use them. They're big. I mean, they got the barge stuff you can fish off from. If you want to sit out there and keep cool and chill all day, they're nice. They're just, big to load and lug around, but they're nice. I mean, just can't get them in some of the little narrow places. Like if you want to go through the canals and passages and stuff over to like not Saddle Creek, but Tenor Rock and some of the places, you can't get through there with them because they're so big. But as long as you're out in open water, like over in the Winter Haven chain of lakes, they use them things. That's all they use a lot of pontoon boats over there. Tell you that you better not drink much of it because that'll sneak up on you and knock you on your butt. Boys have been bugging me for a boat. The reason why I'm scared of boats is because it's going. Well, they do that on bass boats, but they got the tilt and trim. You plane them down. I don't even have to use a tilt and trim on mine. I can just go out through there, open it up a little bit, ease it up, and I don't even use it. I don't even tilt. I don't use a tilt and trim. I know how to run it, and then it'll finally just drop down on its own. I don't even have to use the tilt and trim on mine. But I don't go out through there like I'm crazy. There's too many stumps and stuff in Saddle Creek. And then the other lake the other day, I hit a sandbar and stuff on the bottom. You tear your boat up, your whole prop, and ruin your whole motor that way, going out through someplace wide open. You hit something. Oh. So I don't like if it's, I mean, somebody else goes across in front of you or you hit something or something. These guys go across there wide open. I don't see no point of it really. Because I don't wear no life jacket on my boat because I don't go crazy and I don't drive like crazy. And so sit down, I don't wear any because it ain't necessary. You got to have them on the boat, but you don't have to wear them. But you got to have what you're supposed to furnish a life jacket for everybody. You got to furnish it. The boat operator has to furnish a life jacket for everybody on the boat. I used to put 3 in mine down to the thing because you're required to furnish them for whoever you got riding on your boat. The owner of the boats but has to furnish the life jackets. But like I said, I don't wear them. I wouldn't mind having one of the life belts or what are the belts that go around you. That's what I'd rather have. I don't like the jackets. They make me feel uncomfortable. But I just don't like getting real fat, especially on a cold day. I mean, most of the people, if you go out really on a real cold day, like say down to 40s or 50, well, I don't fish in the 40s, but I'm saying like it's 50s and the chill out there. People go across the lake, they go across real easy because the cold weather is coming back in your face and only the person behind the windshield getting saying the wind block. The other people are right in the open, so you go across there easy, so you don't chill out. Besides, if you ain't going very far, and then hell, when it's cold, you don't have to be in no hurry to go nowhere because it ain't going to get hot on you. So you don't have to be in no hurry to get to your spot, so you can take your time. Now, on a day when it's going to be hot out, you go across there and get to your spot. But if it's cold out, you don't have to. Well, yeah, in case the other person has a heart attack or falls over or something happens to them, they get sick, so somebody got somebody to bring the boat in. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's not too good to go by yourself. But another thing is, um, I forgot what I was going to say. Something about and the bass don't bite that good anyway when it's cold out. Specks start biting, crappies, but bass kind of shut down sometimes a little bit on the cold days. So in other words, he's saying he don't know how to run a boat's what he's saying, or he's being a smart bat. But he don't know how to be courteous to his people he's got with him on the boat's what he's saying. He wants to start, then I'll finish it because you're going to take somebody out in your boat. You know they can't be in the heat. You got to get them in. If somebody's cold out, you don't fly across the water wide open and freeze your partner when you're sitting behind the windshield. You take it across the water easy. Everybody goes out on a cold day, don't fly across the lake because there's no hurry to get nowhere because it ain't going to be hot. So why would you want to make somebody's nose run and get them cold? Or why would you want to try to get somebody sick if they're going fishing with you? You run your people off, and they don't want to come back with you. You see the point? You got to be nice to people if you want them to keep fishing with you. And the thing about to me, I got used on my boat so many times because I took bologna out, bread. People didn't bring nothing. This one guy told me, this one guy said, well, they want to charge me $30 to ride in the boat. I can't afford that. I don't mind giving 10. But then when he got on my boat, he used my worms, drank my sodas, ate my bologna, never turned down nothing. They don't even bring their own baits. There wasn't nothing funny about it. Wasn't nothing funny about that. You either you don't know how to come off a plane, don't know how to drive a boat, or you're just being a smart ass. He's going to make me cuss on my channel, and I don't do that. Make sure your passengers know how to operate your boat also for emergencies. I usually don't have no cussing in the chat. I don't have no dirty words, and I don't cuss on my chat. Hey, Joey, buddy, Square Table. Hey, buddy, good to see you, man. How you doing, brother? Okay. Oh, there's a good guy too. He runs a live streams all the time. That's another good channel there, Square Table. Oh man. Watching getting ready for the show. don't know who this guy is. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, bud. I don't know who he is. Some guy come in my bottom of my chat, but I don't know who he is. I can't let people up. I don't really know who they are. If I don't know you, I can't let you on the stream. Because I don't know who you are. His name is I Support USA Coins, but I don't know who the man is. He didn't type in the chat. I don't know him. Miami's doing great. Mid-season implosion. I know I don't know who he is. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who the man is. He didn't type in my chat. He just popped in my stream. He didn't even say nothing in the chat. He ain't saying nothing in the chat. Well, that's Alexander. I didn't know who you was.
I know. I said I was like, I try to get it because I'd done it in the private chat. What it is.
Oh, I didn't look at the private chat. I'm sorry, bud. I wasn't gonna let it know. I thought somebody messing with me.
I shouldn't be showing the name and address, but see that? Have you ever seen one of them before? It's what they say. It's a notice of arrival of goods by post. It's something that the UK's just started doing.
Hold on, I'm trying to get you up closer. There you go.
Because it's got to come into the UK, it's got to come into the UK. They've only just started doing these ones because the last ones they did before that was these ones, as in they ones there. We just, if it had duty or whatever on it, you just paid for it and that was it. You paid for it and that was it. Now they've come out with this blooming.
I know him from over in.
They come out with this blooming sheet as, and it says, "Oh, you've got 28 days to. You get 28 days. 28 days."
What's his name? I forgot his name now. Troy. Spray Can Coins. Spray Can Coins. That's where I met Alex at Spray Can Coins. He collects coins or water. That's Alex. He was the one that was asking the questions earlier in the chat. He just had another name there, and I didn't recognize his face because I've only seen him one time on the live stream, and that was over in Spray Can. That's why I didn't recognize him.
I wondered where I picked you up from. I was like, I wonder where I picked this guy up from. It's like,
You're from the UK, right?
Scotland.
Scotland, okay. I couldn't remember. Spray Can told me, but I couldn't remember where it was because he bought some stuff I had on the auction or whatever. Spray Can had an auction he done, and he bought some stuff, and I sent it to Spray Can up in Kentucky, and he shipped it all for me to different people.
I know, but this thing's beat. It's beat me. It's really done my boxing all day since I got it, because they've got a date on the back of it. It's on the back of there. It's there. There's on the back of it. It says it's a C160 declaration, and it's got checkbox. It's like check boxes it's got on it. But it's asking you what's inside it, and where it's came from. They've put hats, bronze bronze medallions, and books. It's been put on it.
You probably have to ask somebody over in your country there what that is.
I was thinking that'll trap. It's got to be somebody that's in fair side of the pond, hasn't to work this one out. Because as I said, I don't know. I haven't seen a vid. I went on YouTube, right, and I went to look at videos to see if anything was said about this in particular, and I haven't seen a video yet of this at all, of this carry on at all, and I was like, this is something new, but I don't know when they started it. This is a problem. I don't know exactly when they started it, when it actually came out, because that was 2021. Total different sheet, nothing, no check boxes, nothing on it to fill in. Just a payment sheet, and that was it. Now they've started this. There's like two pages. It's that in the back, and then that bit there. But it depends what checkbox you actually tick on it. And as I said, I can't make that. I can't make head nor tail it.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Going back to football. He likes watching a ball be kicked around.
Don's go back to football. No. I think there was. I don't know if it was boxing or where it was bare knuckle. It was bare knuckle fighting. It was on earlier on. Some people wanted to watch it. But some people were saying it was on. I think it was some of the showing was on. Some people were saying it was on TikTok. I don't know if it was on YouTube as well.
I don't know where Francis went. I think she got somebody over there. Went black on her picture.
Curtis, it's just rolling about. Just buffing.
I don't hear her beeping in there no more either. I did hear the beeping.
Either the phones went dead, and that's why it's buffing.
Her mic ain't muted. I don't know why her sounding.
Or she's lost internet connection.
Oops. She might crawl off now. Oh. J-Dub, hey brother, how you doing, man?
Curtis, I'm going to bounce down because, as I said, I'm trying to. You know that way you're trying to take your mind off something because it's bothering you, but because it's bothering you, you can't seem to rest.
But I didn't hear her beeping in the background like I was hearing, so I don't know.
It probably went dead. It's probably phone went dead. That's probably what's happened. Well, thanks anyway, Curtis.
Fishing with Slip. Hey, hey. How you doing, brother?
Hey, Fishing with Slip. How you doing?
Oh, I thought I lost you, Francis.
Who is that? And who is that guy? You didn't say anything.
J-Dub's here. I don't know. That was Alexander Smith. He's over in Scotland. I don't know where I guess he went off. J-Dub's in there.
Hey, J-Dub, I said hello.
Right there. That's him. I like J-Dub. He's a good guy. He usually comes on my panel.
Yes.
Coming up and talk with us, J-Dub?
It's been a while.
There's a link again, brother, if you want to come up. J-Dub's a good guy. Fishing with Slip says, hey, friend. How you doing, Slip's got a long time, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I really appreciate that. I haven't got no notifications for you for a while.
Hey, friend, Slip. Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure your bell's still on for your channel. I got to go over there and check that. Yeah, it's still on. Okay. I want to make sure my bells do come off. So, and he had a video 4 days ago. So I got game time. There's my mother buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Game Time. Hey, how are you?
Who's got a new video out? You had one 4 days ago, Slip. It says you got a new one 4 days ago. So I read on your
Really?
I just went to your channel. It said you had a new video 4 days ago. Is that right?
Hey, let me call Rebecca real quick. I'll be right back. I can still on the phone.
Where's Mastermind at? Mastermind and Game Time have been playing games together. But I went into Game Times Live the other day, and Mastermind was on in there playing with him. Well, Mastermind gave me his phone number the other day. He messaged me on. He messaged me every once in a while on Facebook and asked me how I'm doing, if I'm okay, or how things are going. He just checks on me. He gave me his number. He told me if I went live to let him to call him, but I didn't. He says he don't get my notifications, so I didn't know you were on today with him. I didn't even get the notification today, I guess. Oh yeah, I did. I got the notification, but an hour after you went off, I went and checked it an hour, and you were off. It was about an hour and 10 minutes after you went on, and it said you were already off. I did check it because I was talking to Francis on the phone, and I said Game Time's on, and I looked, and I went in and clicked it, and you were off. It said you've been on an hour ago. That's right. I remember now. I don't know what time I got to get up in the morning, so I can't be on here too late. I still got to get me something to snack on, and I got to get me. You know what I don't buy anymore? You know how I used to do my Saturday Night Lives, and I was always munching on chips and something. I ain't had a bag of chips for a long time, but I eat so much bad stuff, you know. I try to buy fruits and yogurts and stuff and eat that and stay away from the candy bars and stuff, but it's so hard. I love Butterfingers and Snickers and potato chips and all that stuff, but I just don't get them. I ain't had a bag of pretzels. I ain't had nothing. Used to tell him all the time, and he wouldn't show up. Well, he would if I called him, but because he's saying, when you going live again? When you going live? Call me. He gave me his number to call him. But actually, I didn't take the phone number and put it in my phone, so I had to go back to the instant messenger. I forgot to put it in my phone. But so I could text him and tell him I'm on. But when I seen you come in, I didn't text him because where's my chat at? There it is. Okay. I don't eat Baby Ruth. I eat paydays. I ain't seen no Baby Ruths in the store. Paydays, I was eating them. I don't think they got as much fat in them as some of the other ones. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I just didn't want to bring you two in here together, and I didn't know. I didn't know if you liked that or not. So I didn't do it because you were here. I'd have to look up his phone number. I guess I don't know if I can. I have to go back in my messages and see if I can even find it or not. I forgot to put it in my phone. I have to go to my Facebook messages. I don't think I gave you my number. I guess my number will probably bug me all the time. I got to find his name on here. Must be way down. But I don't even see his name. Or now I know he messaged me on Facebook Messenger. Well, I must be overlooking it. I got to start over. There it is. Friday's last. No, he didn't. No, he hasn't got my message from Friday. So he ain't going to see it if I text. Well, I have to look back. I have to get his phone number out of here. It's going to be hard because I can't remember nothing in my head.
Man.
227.
You will see it. I'm just trying to leave it off a little bit.
Okay, hope that goes to him. Oh, I'm sorry. You said he's playing a game. Wow. Okay, well, I sent him a text message on his phone number. Said Rattle Trap's live, so that's all. Yeah, I didn't save his number. I'm going to have to save it some way. I don't know. He might not hear his phone go off either. RCS chat. I don't know what that means, but I don't like. I want to go into RCS chat. I'd rather have it. Darn it. Why RCS chat? I want it to go SMS chat, but I won't go that way. I don't know why. Oh, God. I don't know how to turn it off. Messenger settings. I don't see messenger settings. There ain't no settings. Oh, Mike, hey bud, good to see you, man. ACC Gaming Mike. It says RCS chat, and it's supposed to be SMS chat or whatever, but I don't see the place to turn it off. I don't see settings on here at all. It says go to the corner and get settings, but I don't see no settings. So I was trying to fix, y'all. There it is. Okay. Only send S's SMS chats. Somehow they got turned on. I didn't want it on. It's supposed to be SMS messaging, as far as I know. I never used that RMS or whatever. I always use the SMS messaging. I don't know, something that got turned on my phone that I've never used before. Anyway, it's off now. Okay. What's up, Mike? Game time and ACC Gaming and Mastermind, all gaming channels. I have to add his phone number to my phone later so I can keep it, because I lose that text message. I won't have it. ACC saying hi to himself. That's his middle name, Gaming. He's saying hi to himself. Variety channel. Mine ain't all fishing, tell you the truth. We don't hardly ever talk a lot about fishing on here. And sometimes I have birds, feeding the birds. Sometimes I just have a boat ride. Sometimes I have scenery. Sometimes this and that. Mine's kind of got different stuff on it too. It's mostly outdoor stuff though. But if you're making up stickers and you put like rattle trap fishing and outdoors, which I could have done or something, it makes such a big sticker. Try to get it all on there. It's a lot harder. Well, welcome in everybody. How many thumbs up we got? If you haven't put the thumbs up, whoever's coming in, please do. Got 6 people instead of 3 now, so hit the thumbs up if you're just coming in. 10 thumbs up. I guess when I said something, somebody added another one. Thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up on the way in. If you haven't said something in the chat, please come in and say hello. Good to have you all tonight. Even you lurkers out there, waving a hand at you. Jimmy C., whoever's out there listening. Francis goes and makes a phone call. Isn't she rude? I don't make phone calls if I'm on live. I answer them. I've had some long ones before but I answer my phone calls because I don't want to be rude. But sometimes people stay on there and I have to put it on mute. A lot of people don't do it though. They forget. They don't think about it. You can put a like on your own live stream, you know that, or on your own video too. It counts because if I take mine, I guess it counts because when I take mine off, it goes down one. So I wish they wouldn't put a thumbs down on them. Really, I wish they wouldn't have that button on there, because if you don't like it, just don't put a thumbs up. If you like it, put the thumbs up. If you don't like it, don't put nothing up. You know, it does the same thing. So. Well, they say the more likes you got, the better for the channel. So that's what it says. I don't know. For the analytics, I guess. I saw Francis for a second, but I don't see her again. They're black. How's she going? Put my bug up there by itself. It does on the page. If you go over on your page, on your videos and stuff, it shows you how many dislikes you got. It does show to the person that it shows to the one who does it. To the owner of the channel, it shows it. There's some kind of setting in there for that, but I don't know what it is. Francis, she won't stay put. Even when we was sitting side by side on the couch, this one girl named Sally over in the UK used to be my buddy when High Country Fly Life and all this was on here. She'd say, if I was your girl, I'd sit there beside you all the time and I wouldn't leave. I'd have my arm around you and I'd be right there. She said, if there's a different place and a different time, she said, I'd be with you right now. And I'd treat you like a good man. She said, I'd be right there. She lived in the UK though. Well, the poor girl ended up getting raped and killed. And she was one of her friends come on and told me she was a model. Said she was in the hospital. They beat her all up and said that she was really bad. And I guess she died. I heard. I don't know. I never seen her again. She was. She said she was the most beautiful girl. She was a model. And she told me one night in one of the live streams, she said, I was walking through the park and these guys trying to grab me and trying to run. And she said they attacked her or whatever. She had to walk home from work or something. And she was beautiful, I guess. And she said if it was another place, another time, and she was across the pond, that she'd have been with me. She said, I would have sat there with you all night. She just loved me to death. She said, you're such a nice guy and run a nice channel. And it was a shame. She was one of my friends. Backwoods Sally or Backroad Sally or something's her name. Something like that. Sally in the back country or something like that. Or something like that. Sally in the back country was her name. Yeah. She's on some old live streams way back. Her name's still in there. Miss that girl. She was crazy about me. She'd stay in my stream all night long. She was young too. I mean, she was a lot younger than me. She was. Yeah. I mean, I've seen a picture of the little picture she had in the corner, but I never got to see a close-up picture of her. But as her friend said, she was beautiful enough to be a model. She just liked me. She was probably half my age. I mean, I don't know. She was probably like 27, 28, I think, in there somewhere, I would say. I've lost a lot of YouTube friends. Big Mama, she was a big black lady. She used to come in and say, my two little sweeties, she'd say, me and Francis, and she loved us all. She passed away, and Sly North was passed away the other day, and friend, there was a guy named Ken, he passed away, Ken's blogs, and there's been so many of them, I can't even name them all. My buddy Ace Catfishing. There's been so many of them going. Just, God, I miss Ace. I really do. He was on my panel every night. I wouldn't have an empty panel if Ace was here. He'd be on there. I mean, it's just... Ace liked to joke and cut up. Him and Heather and Nicholas Green and Coyote, we'd all be on there together. Be Nicholas Green and the Richard guy and Richard Gray music. Nicholas Green, Heather would be up there, my friend Heather, Coyote, me. We'd all be up there talking. We had a good old night. Had a full 5 or 6 people on my panel. I can't get that no more. I want my big panels back, but I don't get them. Ace was a good guy. I mean, he had his ways of aggravating you, but too, and getting on your nerves, but he was a good guy. ACC Gaming Crazy Bar, that's Ace's brother. For all of you who don't know, that's Mike. That's his brother. He said he was on the panel sometimes too. He wasn't always there, but he was sometimes. But talking about sometimes just Heather and Nicholas and Ace and Mike Catfishing. Mike Catfishing. I ain't seen him for a long time. You're talking about Mike, I think Mike Turner or something. He used to come in here late nights. He'd say he's working. I ain't seen him for a long time. I don't know if he's subscribed to me anymore or not. Well, this used to be my normal night, Saturday night. This happened. I went on tonight. 5 more minutes will be on 2 hours. So that's a pretty good little stream. A lot of people don't run their streams only 1 hour or 2 hours, you know. So I never had a set time on mine. Some people come on Friday nights. They run their stream from 10 to 11 or 10 to 12 or 8 to 10. They run 2 hours. And when it's time, they say, okay, everybody, time's come. Good night. And they go off. I mean, they don't stay a minute over. It's that button. They're off. I mean, within a minute or two. And, I mean, I've never been that way. I've done 10, 11-hour streams before. Went on at 9, 10 o'clock, stayed on at 4 or 5 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. But that's been a few years back too now. I got a couple more years on me now. A couple of years makes a difference sometimes. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, like I said, me and Ace used to tease about that. And they said, you can't do it, old man Ace. And Black Roads and Bass tell him and some other people. He said, yeah, I can. He never would stay. Started getting tired, but we used to joke about that, but do an all-night stream. I could have done it back then. I don't think I could do it now. He might win if he was here now, because that's probably been close to maybe 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. I know it's probably, I'd say closer to about 3 years ago when we done that. Oh, shoot. I got yawning now. Well, what happened last night, I couldn't sleep. And the reason I don't sleep because my mind's too bogged down. I got too much on my mind. My mind's not at peace. I got a lot of stress. Then I have pain in my shoulders and stuff. I have to get them injected once in a while. I can't sleep on them. Besides, that wakes me up. The pain wakes me up. And last night I just couldn't sleep because my mind was just overwhelmed, which I'm not getting enough sleep. It's one of my eyes ain't black underneath. I was up at 4 a.m. The next door, this new guy moved in, so they started cutting trees down there. He started changing the place. So he's cutting down all the big trees in his yard. He had a palm and an oak tree there in the front yard, and a palm tree right beside my house. So they're sawing at 7:30 in the morning. 8:30, they're still sawing. The big chunks of wood are dropping, boom, and hitting the ground and shaking the house. So naturally, I couldn't get no rest. 8:30 this morning. I was up at 4, so I maybe got 2 hours, 3 hours sleep last night. Thank you for the hearts. Whoever's putting hearts out there. There's one for a birthday party. Meow, meow. They don't tell you who's putting them in there. That's the thing. It's in a picture. You don't. They got a thing called live chat. They got a thing called fan funding too now. If you turn it on there, you don't see the chat. All you see is the super stickers and channel members and gifts. You can see the hearts go up. If you turn on fan funding, you don't see nothing in no chat though. They got some new stuff on here, I noticed. So, yeah, Frances wants to start these, and then she don't stay on here. She goes and makes phone calls, answers her calls, or whatever. Somebody comes up and she don't want nobody to hear what's going on, so then she goes off because she don't want to hear nobody to hear what's going on in the house. So she goes off. Got 8 people, and then I'm stuck with her doing the live streams. I'm stuck here by myself, and when she is here, she don't talk much. So you know how that is. But she got on this morning and done a little video there from her house. She done a little video, and I didn't even know it was on there until I woke up. And I seen a comment. And I went over and clicked on the comment, and I seen Frances made a little video from her So that was cool. Every little bit helps. So. She don't fish as much as she used to, though. She lost last few times. Me and her and Willie was out. She'd lay down her poles and she was talking on the phone. She don't fish as much, and sometimes she leaves the phone in the truck. She gets feeding, but she don't get a bite now anymore. She gets distracted real easy. She just quits, ready to go. Used to be she'd sit out there and just keep casting and casting. I don't know what she's changed. I don't know what happened with her, but she just don't fish like she used to. Therefore, we don't go much anymore. And then Willie's not going, his health's really bad, so me and him's not going that much. Willie might not be with us too long. And that's my fishing partner and buddy. And we're close friends. That's my buddy. I mean, we go out and eat. And I'll be a basket case when something happens to Willie, just to let you all know. But he's not doing good. And he ain't going to be here long. His birthday is January 30th, and I doubt if he makes it. But I want to try to get fishing with him one more time. If it's just me and him, we have to do that. He's got a little 12-foot John boat, and with a 9.9 on it, I sold him Mercury, and it runs good. And I might go out on his little boat with him because he always asked me to go, and I never went. So I want to do that before something happens to him, if I can, maybe. Me and him take his boat out. And I'm going to try to get him and maybe Milton to go on the bass boat. That's his son-in-law, Milton. I got a couple of videos of Milton too, and he's got a big center console boat. But he lives over in the Winter Haven chain, and we might get a video with him and Milton if we go. I don't know if we will or not. So. I just can't take the heat. I have to go out real early and be in like before it gets to the sun. The same way with Frances, her blood pressure drops and she can't be out. I have to be in by 10:30 or 11. And this heat, but now it's cooling off a little bit. But see, the thing with Dawn, he has to take his wife somewhere in the mornings at 10 o'clock now or something. And he can't go out to 10. Well, that's when it starts getting hot. So I told him he wanted me to go with him. I can't go with him. And Willie's just the funnest guy to be around. I mean, he's always joking and cutting up and laughing. He's just not so much on the boat. Pretty serious on the boat, fishing. But when you got him in person in a restaurant or something, and he's always, happy. So, I mean, it's not like other people. It's enjoyable to be fishing with him or going out with him somewhere. And certain people, I mean, are not as much fun. Nobody's like anybody else. You know what I mean? Some people just you don't feel the excitement, or it's just dull to be with them, And that's a lot of people, and I just don't care. And I really don't like going on somebody else's boat because they want to stay out and I'm getting hot, or I'm tired. I want to come in. They don't want to come in. And if I'm on my own boat, I can come in when I want, I'd rather take somebody myself than go with somebody else. That's just me. But of course, if somebody rides out there, and they want me to bring them back to shore, as long as it ain't 3 miles across, I don't mind. If we're just out a little ways, I don't mind taking them back in and say I got to go or something. I had a guy come down from Orlando or somewhere up there one time, Ocala, and he said he had to be back up there, so he had to leave at a certain time. So we took him back to the bank, and I think we stayed out a little bit longer. And then one time we just go in and quit when he had to go. But you have to do that sometimes for people. But a lot of people don't do that. They'll say, I had to get home one day, and one day I was getting too hot, and I get sick. I got overheated once, so I can't get overheated like that again. And he said, let me make one more cast. Let's go over here. I said, man, I got to get out of this heat, man, or I got a package coming. I got to get home, or he don't have a wife. He's not married. Willie's 76 years old, and he's a lot older than me, but he's my buddy. And I wanted him to live to be 86. That's how long my daddy lived, but but I don't think he's going to make it to his 77th birthday. He was going to the doctor all the time being checked. He said they said he was in good health, but not now. He's throwing up a lot and sick all the time and can't staggering around, and he's not doing good. He did go fishing with his son-in-law today, but like I said, I hate to talk about stuff like this, but of course I had a preacher. He was way up in his 70s, a preacher friend of mine, and he was a holiness preacher, and he was like 75 or 76 years old. He had leukemia, and that's a bad form of cancer, and he wasn't expected to live the morning to see the morning sunrise. Of course, this is different. He was a preacher, and Willie's far from a preacher or a religious person. I mean, he doesn't talk nice and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know if the Lord will heal him like he would this guy, but this preacher, he wasn't expected to live this morning, see the morning sunrise, and he's ready to go. And they didn't think he'd even wake back up, and everybody in the church prayed for him, and he come out and lived to preach about 5 or 6 more years. So miracles do happen like that, but it's different when you got a whole church praying for you with about 50 some people, plus a few other people on the side that don't even go to church, personal friends. So it makes a big difference. And really don't have that many people to pray for him. But the Bible says, which I don't get into the Bible on my channel, but the Bible says if 2 or more people agree on something, it shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. It does say that. So something like that. I don't quote that verse. I mean, it's not, I might be off a few words. It might be Curtis's version instead of the international version or King James version. I don't know. I don't know the exact wording, but I think I'm pretty close on it. But Snoke time. And yeah, he's in a lot of my videos. The older gentleman, Willie. We'll say we call him Bass. If you look up Bassmaster Willie on my videos, or Bassmaster Willie, or Willie Outdoors, or whatever, you'll see him on there. He's in a lot of my videos. That's Willie. Willie's his name, or William's his real name. We call him Willie, but William Lee. Oh, that's his middle name. I ain't gonna put his last name on here because for privacy things, but there's a lot of videos. I'm the only one that's got any videos of him. Nobody else has any videos of him. I mean, his son-in-law might have a couple pictures of him holding a fish, but I'm the only person that has any videos of him. I'm the only person that ever filmed him. He's a great bass fisherman. I mean, he's got a few spin casts, but he don't use nothing but bait casts or reels, and he's good with them. I mean, he's good at putting them up under the trees and back there under the bank and casting them right up in there where he wants them and bringing him a bass out there. He's a good bass fisherman. Old school bass fisherman, yeah. Well, I know, but usually when you say pray for somebody, they'll say what's their name so they can put their name in there and pray for them. So, but yeah, he had cancer one time in his head, and he had to drill it or whatever, and he said it was hurt like hell. That's been 10 or 15 years ago, and they said there's no more they can do for him now. It's come back, and they said they told him they don't even do chemo or nothing on him. He said it won't come back. So I don't know. He don't really want nobody to know, but I love him and I want to get some prayers out here for him. So I want to try to get 1 or 2 more fishing trips in with him before something happens. I want to try. Can't say it'll happen, but I'm going to try. Because he's going pretty fast. Seems like to me he's getting worse all the time, so it's eating on him pretty bad. Oh. Yeah, I've lost a lot of YouTube friends, and like I said, I've had to get on here and do memorial things and mention it in the chats. It's really sad. I hope somebody talks about me good when I'm going someday. I hope somebody. I guess nobody will tell anybody about it. All this Francis come. Francis had to be the one to come on and tell everybody if something happens to me. So, because she's got the password for the channel and she can come on and let you all know. But other than that, I got a lot of health issues myself, so I like to stay in people's prayers too. I got a lot of things going on with me and a lot of stress on my chest. The weight's almost too heavy. I'm going through a lot, so, but I got a lot of health issues too, and I'm scared to go to the doctor, afraid what they're going to tell me, so I just let it go. And it's too far going if anything's happened, if it is something now, because I let it go too long. Because I've been putting off something for a couple of years now, so it's got worse, so. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I like, well, I'm glad you come in, Billy Jack. You've hung here with us ever since you come in. That's good. I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, watch time matters. That counts up the ratings. You know, the more people you have in, the more thumbs up. All that stuff helps. So, you know, and I used to get a lot of super chats back in the days. I mean, I've got $1,500, got $4.99. So lady can then give me $1. I used to get a lot of them. I make a little bit off the ads. I don't make much anymore. A few pennies here and a few pennies there. I got memberships down there where you see the, I think it's a dollar sign, or says, I don't know if it's a dollar sign, or join this channel. It should say the join buttons, or it's over on the left there, the join button. Memberships are 99 cents a month and to the channel. And I need to get out and do some, but my members don't come in anymore because one guy works so much. 2 of my members work. I've only got 5 or 6 members and they work all the time. So it wouldn't do me no good to have a members giveaway or anything because they don't come in if I done just a members chat. So that's why I really don't do the things. I know I put on there I was going to give out stuff and stuff, but I really don't do it. You inspired me to do it, so be looking for that. ACC Gaming just become a member. Wow. Ace used to be a member too. Thank you for that, Mr. Mike. We definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I got different levels of memberships, but 99 cents is fine. You know, most people, that's the lowest they'll let me drop it down, you know. I don't get much of it, but YouTube gets a percentage of that too, I think. I don't know. And the super chats, they get 30% of that. That's when people used to give me donations. I said, I got a PayPal, just send it to my PayPal on friends and family. And that way, if you want to donate to the channel, and that way I get all of it. Because if you put a super chat in, a lot of people like the recognition in the chat. But if you put a super chat, you give me $10, I only get 7 of it because YouTube gets 3. If you get 100, I only get 70 because YouTube takes 30%. So that's the way that works. $1, I get 70 cents. But it's still better than nothing. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you all know. You know, I have PayPal too. So if anybody ever, they can do it that way. I think it's on my home page or the about page on my channel. I ain't mentioned in the videos for a while, so I'm just putting it all out there. I do have a few t-shirts and hats left that I haven't sold for my channel. I got the rattle trap fishing with the bass on them, And I got a Rattle Trap t-shirts. I do have a few of those left. I haven't sold out yet. Of course, they're limited in sizes and colors, but I do have a few shirts left, a few hats. And I got some masks for like COVID mask or cloth masks too with Rattle Trap Fishing on them. And locally, they're $20 shipping. I think I ship them out for $25. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it $25. I know the postage went up. It might cost me more than that, but I'll ship them out for $25 a piece, shirt or hat. Or I can combine them both in a box if somebody wants one of both. I'd probably do like $45 for two of them or whatever. That way, I just put the shipping all together. And it might cost me $6 or $7 to ship it, but now, I just take and eat that, I'm just saying, but t-shirts I can send cheaper, but the hats, I don't like putting them in an envelope because I have to buy an envelope anyway, the big mailing mailers. But the boxes, I have to have a box to put the hat in because I don't like to ship them because they get crushed. So I was thinking about I gave a lot of them away on trying to build my channel up, but it never helped much. Every time I have a giveaway, last time I had a getaway, I had 29 people in here. Do you see 29 people tonight? Do you even see 20? Do you see 19? No. So like I say, when I'm giving the stuff away, they all want the free stuff, but then they don't. I sent a lot of free stuff. Man, we had a big giveaway. I gave away worms, different fishing baits and shirts. And I had JV in here. He was giving away frogs. And Ace was in here giving away pot holders and stuff like that. We had a big giveaway one time. I've sent out more free stuff probably than. But some of the people have been good to me. Like I said, I've got $10 super chats, 20s, 5s, 50s, and 100s before, but not too many 50s and 100s, but a lot of dollar ones, a lot of $3 ones, $5 ones, and $10 ones, and stuff like that. A few 20s. But I see they got different. I think you still click on the dollar sign. You can do it there too. They changed it now. The dollar sign used to be for the super chats because it's got a join button there. But the dollar sign below the chat now it's got super stickers, super chats, memberships, and it says buy memberships for multiple viewers, or you can buy them for other people in the chat too. I didn't know that. See, I ain't clicked on that myself. I never looked at it before. It's weird. Then you got the join button over here. Okay. I don't check out my own channel, so I don't know. 13 thumbs up, 6 people in the house. Wish Francis come back. I don't know what else to talk about. She either got a phone call or somebody come over, one of the two. I don't know. It's 11:30 at night, though. Can't be late for somebody to come, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess Mastermind didn't get my message. Game Time was right. He must be into the game, so he didn't come in. So he didn't say nothing back, so he didn't get my message. Who's this? Let's see what this said. Somebody messaged me something here. What the hell is this? Is that YouTube or what? Stream Outdoorsman. What is this? Is this Instagram or what? What is this on? I don't know. I ain't doing that. I don't know what it is. It was Instagram, but I don't know what it was. Somebody want me to join some kind of a chat thing on Instagram or something. I ain't doing it. Some fishing channel, but I ain't going to do it. So has anybody on here been fishing or anything? Anybody got any stories or anything? Tell me. I don't know what else much to say. Frances always leaves me in a bind. She comes on and starts the stuff up, and then, hey, I think about going live. I come on here, and then she just takes off. Ew. Damn, I need some munchies. I ain't got no munchies. I got some candy bars, but I don't have no chips. I ain't got nothing to munch on. I'm hungry. If I was out to my truck, I'd grab that little mini moon pie out there. It's like a taste it, strawberry one, but I didn't get out there, so I don't want to run for the truck to get it. Because I gave the rest of the box to Willie. And I took one out for me to eat myself. Gave him the whole box. I gave him a lot of stuff like that, little items, because if you ever do night fishing with green lights, no, sir. I don't do, the reason I don't go out at night, you can't, down here, if you launch early in the morning or try to get out by the boat ramp early in the morning, the mosquitoes will eat you alive. We can't even get out of the truck there by the lake at the fish management area because they're just all over you. The same thing when it gets dusk, mosquitoes are all over you at the boat ramp. So I just don't, that's one reason. Plus most of the, well, I imagine there's lakes you can go on, but I know the Saddle Creek Park closes at 10. So you can't fish out there past 10. I think I suppose there's lakes you can go on and be out there all night as long as you got lights on your boat, but I just don't feel, like I said, the mosquitoes are so bad. I actually bought some of them light up bobbers one time for fishing at night. It takes a battery, man. I never did. I used them a couple times. And that was about it. Imagine they're all ate up in the tackle box now. My old tackle box. Batteries are probably dead. Them are ate up, and they ate the bobber up probably. Yeah, they're nice at night if you ain't got no way to, if you're fishing for a brim or bluegill or something like that, and you ain't got no light, you can use them. But well, they got them. They have a rod out. It's got a alert button on it now. Some of them break pretty easy. Zepco makes one that's a fishing alert, or bite alert is called. There's a couple of companies make them. They're called bite alerts on the poles. They're built right into the pole, the reel. Hey, buddy Squirrel, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Another thing, if you're a member, you get your name, and your name comes up in green. I forget to tell you that. You get a badge beside your name. There's different badges. You get the little badge out beside your name too. I forgot to mention that, like he done there. So you do get, there's personal, private, special badges, and it comes up with the thing. And then you got, oh, I'm hanging in there, brother. Hanging in there. I haven't got no notifications for you for a while. Let me go to your channel real quick. Let me go there and see what's going on. See the bell. Make sure my bell ain't come off. Nope, it's still on. Okay. "11 days ago, you've had a video." Okay. So I didn't get notified of that. And you streamed 7 days ago, and I didn't get notification of that. So that tells me that. Okay. So I don't get my notifications. So I'm sorry, everybody. It's not me. Just there's two things. If I don't come in your chat, it's either because I'm not on live. I mean, I'm not online. Not on live, I shouldn't say. I'm not online. I'm not on YouTube, and I don't notice it. I'm not by my phone. I don't see it pop up, or I don't get the notification, because I try to make it around to everybody's lives. So if you come in here and I'm not supporting you back, don't think I'm ignoring you. It's either I'm not getting it or I'm not online, one of the two, because I don't do that. I do go into other people's when I can, but like I said, I don't always get it. Well, I could do that, brother, but I don't know if it'll do any good or not. Okay, I done that. 14 thumbs up. 8 people in here now. Well, I'm glad. Some people said they don't get them. Like Coyote, Rights Trappy, he says he don't get mine. And I ain't seen Big Matt in here lately. He used to come in either. I ain't seen him lately, so I don't know. But Big Matt used to tell Coyote when I was on, but Coyote used to be here all the time, and he don't come at all. He never missed one of my lives. He says he just don't get them anymore. And then I got people in the other countries. I got 1 or 2 in New Zealand. I got some over in the UK, and I got people in Australia and Scotland and different places, and it's a few in Canada, and they're on. Well, Canada's not on a different time zone, but the rest of them are. And if I'm on a certain time, they're sleeping. So, so. But I did do a daytime live the other day. I try to switch them around here a little bit once in a while, so that way I can catch some different people. And a lot of people have to say, well, I got to work the next morning, so they say I go on too late and they can't stay up. And some of them say the time zone kills them, and so I get a lot of excuses. But how many minutes we've been on now? 2 hours and a half exactly. Oh, if I ever get my life straightened up the way I want it and be happy again, and my health, and I don't kick the bucket, get my health straightened out. I like to go back live more, but I don't know. I got so much to deal with in life right now. The stress, dealing with a lot of stuff, the pressure, and then the health issues that I just don't go on too much anymore. They'll let you know when they post a video go live. I'm back. I had to take my meds. Okie dokie. Welcome back. Oh, well. I ain't been to the doctor in over 3 years. I went to the emergency room one time. That was February 22. And I ain't been to the doctor since about like 2020. Or 21. Right around when COVID started, somewhere in there. So I'm scared to go anyway. I got too many different ones. I had to go to about 20 doctors right now. I said the other day I'm going to start out with the simple ones first. Hey, Lynn. Oh, I almost forgot your name then. I had to think for a second. Yeah, I need to go to the eye doctor. So that's one. These would be the easy ones first. Except for that test they give me hurts my eyes. I want to go to the chiropractor because my back hurts. That's an easy one. I need to go. I want to go to the skin doctor, dermatologist, get checked for something there. That's 3. I need to go to the surgeon because I need surgery. That's 4. I need to go to the primary care doctor. That's 5. I need to have blood work. That's 6. And trying to think. Is that it? Thought there's one more. Anyway, there's 6 or 7 doctors. So the surgeon's going to be the worst one. And, the gastrointestinal doctor. Yeah. I told you there's another one. So that's 7. So there's 7 doctors. And allergy doctor. That's 8. Because my allergies, coughing and tickling in my throat is driving me crazy. 8 doctors total I need to go to. So, but they put them needles in your back to do the allergy to find out what's bothering you. So that's a pain in the butt. But the eye doctor, the chiropractor would be the easy ones. And then I guess the allergy next. Get them out of the way. The surgery and the blood work and all them other ones and the gastro. Because I don't want them going up the colonoscopy. I don't want it at all. And the one going down this way, the upper GI, I really don't want that one. But they want to do them both. So, that's to be the worst one. So I was thinking about doing a bunch of them little ones, getting them out of the way, mess, and then work on the other ones later. But the other ones are probably more important, but I'd like to get the little ones out, the easy ones. That way I can say, well, I've only got to go to 3 doctors. Instead of 8, I'm down to 3. You know what I mean? So thank you, Lynn. It is your membership in the About page. No, you hit that little, there's got a join button over there. You got a join button over there under your thing. Or you can look under the $sign the bottom where you give super chats, it's under the dollar sign. You can click that dollar sign, it'll take you there too. Yeah, right under the chat is a dollar sign. If you click that, it'll take you to memberships. Or there's a join button over where it says Rattle Trap Fishing, the title of the channel. It'll say join analytics, or it'll say there's a join button over there by the Rattle Trap Fishing. It says join. You got that, or you can do it the other way on the dollar sign. Either way. Okay, well, I can't see it on the, get right beside the subscribe button, she said. But anyway, you've got the dollar sign. The dollar sign will take you to the memberships too, though. I guess they changed it that way. It used to be you had to go through the join. But the dollar sign's mostly for super chats or super stickers, but it's got a join button there too. Oh. Yeah, 99 cents a month for memberships. That's the low one. Just yeah. Right now, I'm having a hard time making it because I got a lot of doctor things, bills I want to do. I got taxes, and time I pay my bills each month, I don't have anything much left. So just rock bottom now. I can't afford to join nobody's channel. I don't even have an extra dollar to throw out there. I really don't. Right now, not something ever changes. I just can't afford to. Well, the fan funding just shows me who joined. But that's so you can go back later on the chat and see who joined your channel if you missed it in the chat. That won't do me no good far as I can't see the chat if I stay on. If you stay on a fun thing, you can't see the page. Pick the live chat tab and go to fan funding. And I don't have a problem. I know there's people out there that can't even afford $1, but dollars, if I could go to 50 cents, I would, but they won't let you go below 99 cents. I had them starting out at $1.99. I lowered it down to 99, so almost everybody can afford it. But I realize some people are strapped out to their max, and but if you're here, you're supporting the channel by being here, and your presence that supports too. Thumbs up, all that's another way of supporting. It may not be dollars, but it's still support, and I appreciate it either way. And I know who my friends are, and who my loyal subscribers are, and who my friends are, who comes in. So here's the thing: I like to do giveaways, but the place floods. I think if I do a giveaway, it should be for people that's here most of the time. I think I need to put, because all these people, as soon as I put the word giveaway in my title, they'll come in. Ones I ain't seen in a year. They just pop in here. It's not fair to really give them something just because they're subscribed to my channel if they're not in here support me. That's why I'm kind of looking at it. I'm not trying to be mean, but if you never come to my lives, why should I get? I need to put in there for people that's been in the last so many lives, because she said there's a join button right beside the subscribe button, Squirrel. She said there's a join button right beside my subscribe button on my channel. You should see the join button. I know that's there. I don't know on my dollar sign if I hit, maybe that's just on mine. It shows me my membership. I figured it showed it on you guys too, but maybe it don't. Yeah, it does, because it says buy memberships for multiple people, super chat, super sticker, membership gifting for multiple viewers. Other dollar sign. I mean, every channel I go on, I see the join button. So, like I said, I just can't afford to join anybody's channel. I don't know if I ever will be able to or not, because not unless a couple things change which I won't go into now. I mean, I got some work done that needs done on this house. I got a lot of stuff I got to sell. Like I said, I've already told you all that, but I don't know how to sell it really. Some of it, I don't know. I thought about putting some of it on here and see if I could sell some of it, but I don't know with a raffle or auction or sports channel. But when I get them rooms cleaned out, I need to rent a room to somebody, which rents high down here now. And a 1-bedroom efficient apartment's $950 a month. I could probably rent a bedroom out for like $600 or $700 a month, maybe $800. So I could get a little money coming in. Then I might have a little money right now. But I got to get some work done on the room before I can rent it out, and I got to get the stuff sold out of it. Until I get that stuff sold out, I can't rent it and get it cleaned out. So I need to do that, and then I can rent a room, maybe have a little bit of money. But because right now it's hard to make. It don't work, Revy. They're not buying on there. I mean, I got antique glassware. I got antique plates. People just ain't buying it. And if it's worth $20, I mean, I'll take $8 for it just to get it out of here. I mean, or $7 or something, anything, because I just want it out. It's better it gets a new home where it's loved, because I don't need it. I need the money. I need the space. I need to clear the stuff out and clean up my house. But I can't get rid of it. And I'm not trying to get what it's worth. I'm selling it where somebody else can make some money on it, or somebody can be happy with the price if they want to keep it themselves or whatever. I just want to get rid of it, so I'm selling it for less than what it's worth. The price of living, the cost of living's up. Food prices are up. Restaurant prices are up. The sky's up. Clouds are up. Some people make good money, though. I mean, I don't know. But people are in these antique shops. People are in these antique malls. People are in the flea markets. They're buying stuff. But it costs you $40 to sit up there. And if you don't sell anything, you're out $40. If you do sell anything, if you sell $5 or $10, you're still out $30. If you sell $40, you broke even. Your stuff's going. You didn't make anything. So I'm not saying either way. You can't have a yard sale when it rains every day or the weather's bad, or you can't. Right now, it's not a good time for yard sale. And then you got to have somebody help you. And I ain't got nobody over here to pack out stuff and help me sort it and price it and do all that. I have to do it all. I'm all by myself, and I can't do all that, it all myself, all the lifting and stuff. Trees are up. Donnie said trees are up. These people go in and buy groceries. I go in and buy a couple little bags, or my cart's barely got a lot of stuff in it. They come out of their cart, 2 carts full, stacked clear full of groceries, come out of $200 and some dollars. 2 carts full, stacked clear to the top. People buying all these groceries. And I'm not talking, they're not buying them at Walmart. They're buying them at a regular grocery store like Publix. I mean, expensive grocery store. And they're coming out with $200 worth of groceries at the grocery store. I never did watch that, somebody kicking a ball around on a ground or whatever. To me, it's stupid. I don't care for sports. Well, I used to watch a little bit of rodeo. I watched race cars, which is something to that. But kicking a ball around on a field, I just don't see it. And I love, and fishing's a sport. But I can't see kicking a ball around on the field. I never could see that. I don't care for it. I don't watch it. To each his own, but baseball's okay. I mean, if I want to play with a little home game or something, but to watch it on TV, that's boring for me too. I don't care about baseball. Somebody up there just throwing a ball and hit it with a bat. It's about the same thing as kicking the ball around the field. About the same thing as soccer. I just don't see this big thing. I heard this actually said one time. He said people go to a football game and pack that thing out. But if they said the east side of town is going to have a football game on it, and Jesus Christ is going to be on the west side of town, which one do you think they're going to go to? The football game. 9 out of 10 people. And it's true. They're wrapped up in that sports. They can't get it out of their mind. And that wrestling's another one. Watching half-naked men wrestle. I ain't gay. Men don't interest me watching or wrestle. I don't want to see that stuff. I mean, if you like it, don't hate me, but I'm just saying I'm not into wrestling. I'm not into that. Fishing's my sport. NASCAR's all right. Racing's all right. But that's with cars. Cars are a normal thing, but and Willie jokes now. He says, "Oh yeah, I like watching them men up there in their tights. Ooh, yeah. I like watching them men in their tights." He said. He joked. He cuts up about it. But I mean, I don't poop on wrestling. Why don't you go out there and wrestle another man, Dawn? You want to see half-naked guys up there wrestling? It ain't wrestling anyway. When you kick somebody, that ain't wrestling. Kicking somebody in the head, stomping them, that ain't wrestling. Wrestling is when you grab somebody around the waist or the head and wrestle with them. This wrestling anymore is all a bunch of fake stuff. Kicking people in the head, is that wrestling? Throwing them in the ropes, that ain't wrestling. Kicking somebody in the head, stomping their head, that ain't wrestling. You know what? Look at the definition of a wrestling. That's grabbing your arms around somebody and wrestling them to the ground. That's real wrestling. The stuff stomping people's heads and kicking them and that stuff. 2 or 3 of them ganging up on people. That ain't wrestling. I'm sorry. I watched some of it when they had Wild Bull Curry in the young days and stuff, but I don't watch that stuff. Oh, I know Ric Flair's daughter's on there and all that. I know that, but I still, there's more guys on there than there is women. Don't try to say you watch it for that because you're watching more guys than you are women. Said, "Hi, guy. I like wrestling because I'm gay." Oh. Yeah, Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair, she wrestled. She was on there last week. But I went to pass somebody's TV and had it on. I didn't stay there and watch it, though. I think she's blonde. I mean, I used to watch wrestling one a little bit, but I never watched it that much. I never cared about it. But I remember when Hulk Hogan wrestled and all them and Macho Man Savage and all that. But I just don't care about it. Like I said, but back in the old days, it wasn't so bad. Back in this, I'd say this, when I was growing up in the 70s, it wasn't bad. But now you had Wild Bull Curry and something, I don't know. He wrestled up north and they wrestled. They didn't stomp people's heads and stuff like they do now and throw them in the ropes and hit their head. That ain't wrestling. It's not wrestling. Wrestling is grabbing somebody around the head or the waist and wrestling to the ground. That's sleep roll. That stuff, stomping somebody, how's that wrestling them? It shouldn't be allowed. The referees can't do nothing with them. It's all got out of hand. It ain't no good no more. Like a couple of my friends said, half of it's fake. Now, Hulk Hogan had a brother named Randy Hogan. He run the Holiday Inn on South Florida Avenue in Lakeland, Florida. And I knew who he was. He looks just like him, except he ain't big like him. He's a little skinny, but he got the blonde hair and the mustache. I walked into Holiday Inn, the restaurant. They had a bar in there that it ain't there no more. And I said, "You happen to know a guy named Hulk Hogan?" He said, "I heard of him." He said, and he kind of grinned and winked at me. But Randy Hogan. He used to run the Holiday Inn here in Lakeland. Fake big time, see? All fake nowadays. 2 people said it, yeah. But it's not wrestling either. Wrestling, like I said, is with your arms, not with kicking with your feet and stomping somebody's head in. I go to somebody's house, they got wrestling on. I say, you like watching half naked men? Oh, yeah, I like watching them, man. I like watching them in them tights. I like to ram something up their butt, they said. That's what Willie says. He just jokes, though. But you know what I'm saying. It's not wrestling. So Don's saying he likes gay men. He likes to watch half naked men, is what he's saying, y'all. He likes watching half naked men. So, hi, Guy. Hi, Don. How you, boy? Hey, big boy. Hi, big boy, Don. How you? Hi, Guy. That's what he likes. Somebody talk to him like that. Hi, Guy. You think I'm a queer? Come over here. Pick on Don, they. Oh, I can pick on him because he lives in the same town as me, so I can pick on him. Don needs Big Bubba. I was at Don's house one night. Like I say, he lives in the same town as I do, so I can pick on him because I know him personally. So we've been fishing together. That's how I could pick. If it was one of you other guys, I wouldn't do that because I know him personally. That's why I'm letting y'all know. KO's Retro Gaming. Welcome, buddy. Having a great Saturday night. Thank you, buddy. Great. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate it. But anyway, there was this guy over at Don's house one night, and I think I don't know if he had wrestling on or he had something on. Anyway, this guy, his neighbor across the street, was teasing him about being gay. He just kept on him, and Don wasn't cracking a smile. And he was harassing him about gay stuff, and Don wasn't paying any attention to him. And we were messing with him, and the guy finally went home, but he was putting it on Don pretty heavy. I do it to Willie all the time. I'm gonna send some guys over. He says, "Bring them on over. I'll ram something up." And that's why Willie jokes. He don't care. I mean, Willie jokes like that. It don't bother him. Kind of think about it, ACC Gaming. He's always trying to get me over to his house. He invites me over all the time. He wants to go out to lunch with me. He wants to get me on the boat fishing. I never thought about it like that before. ACC Gaming. You're exactly right. He's been bugging me. He was calling me every day, texting me every day when we go fishing. You want to come over for dinner? You want to come over? You want to go out to lunch with me? Yeah, I just there. Yeah, you're exactly right. I never thought of it. He could be a very nice guy. I didn't say very nice. You heard what I said? I said very, very nice. Don's a very nice guy. He's very, very, very nice. Maybe that's why they call him Moon Pie Don, because he shoots in the moon, puts his butt up in the air. You like being picked on, Don? It's your night. That's the only time I get to laugh, you guys. I'm serious, though. I don't laugh anymore. I didn't realize I had Revy's message on the thing. I didn't know I stuck that up. I must have bumped it. Okay, got to take that off. I just don't laugh anymore. you know, I get stressed out, I get lonely, I get bored, I cry a lot, you know. What do you say? To be insulted by someone, I first must respect their opinion. So he's saying he don't respect my opinion. You hear him all? Don's very opinionated, see. He always got opinions on everything. But you know the old sayings, opinions are like buttholes. And it says a-holes, but I didn't use that word because I kind of try to keep it kind of clean. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one and they all stink. That's a saying. I like to have fun, you guys. I like to joke and cut up, but see, I've been so down lately. I don't do a lot of joking, but I used to go fishing with this guy out in another boat. He'd be his boat, and we do a comedy scene like, and I'd say the fish fear him, the alligators are afraid of him. They know when he's coming, and we do this thing in the boat, and we both joke back and forth. And he's a local guy too, and we do that stuff, you know, and I had a lot of fun. Well, anymore, I don't get to joke around and do that. And so you know, but when you got everything going on in your life like I do, plus health issues, I can't be out in the heat or get sick. I've got a lot of things going on in my body that I can't talk about. I'm going to lose my best pal in the world, my fishing buddy, maybe of several years with the most videos I got. Francis don't go with me, my other fishing partner. So that puts me kind of down. And Don lost his fishing partner that he had. So, you know, I just, a lot of things have got me down. It's my health, 2 fishing partners. I've lost more fishing partners than that because I don't get to go fishing with some of the other ones that I was really close to. And I've lost out with them. I lost out with Michael Benton. I lost out with Shiner Guy. I lost out with Flo. So that's 3. And it's a lot of stuff. And I don't get to laugh on the channel much anymore because I don't joke around because I don't sleep at night because I got so much things I'm thinking about. CB radio, I got 100 of them here, bud. I got some that don't work. I got some do work. I got some for parts. I've got base stations, CB radio mobiles out the yin yang. Midlands, G's, Cobras. I used to be a big base station, had a big, well, not a big base station, but I had a base here in town, and I talked on to all the truck drivers. And I still got a bunch of my radios out there, but I don't talk on them. I haven't been on them for several years, but yeah, I used to be well known on the CB. Yeah, that's how I met a couple of the women I dated back when I was younger, and I met a lot of the friends. Some of them passed away, but a lot of my friends I've had, that's where I met them at, through the CB radio. Yeah, I kind of miss the CB, but it ain't what more back in the 70s, not the 70s. Well, the 70s too, but the 80s, a little bit of the 90s. But the 80s was really good. I mean, there was all kinds of women putting them in their cars. They were so popular. Every girl had them in there, and they say break 19. And of course, the guys were all over them, of course, and truck driver. And I had these girls all wanting to meet me. And I mean, young, pretty girls off the CB. And I mean, some of them were single, some of them might be divorced and had a couple kids, but they were pretty ladies. 9 out of 10 of them. And they all liked my voice, my deep voice, and they wanted to meet me. And I mean, I met a lot of friends out there and a lot of women. And some of them spent the night, some of them come over and visit, some of them dated. I mean, I met a lot of women back in them days. And I mean, one of them spent the night. She was just my friend. We never did anything, but we just friends. But I mean, I had a lot of friends on there. And I met a lot of people off the CB there. Every young girl had one in their car back then. And most of the young guys had them too. I mean, their pickup trucks and their redneck boys and stuff had them. And it was fun. I stayed on that thing day and night. I'd leave it on when I went to sleep at night sometimes. Well, they got fun out of that. Invisible Man done it. He said truck drivers ride their gear shifts and pack their gear shifts with their poop chute, and they take it up the poop chute and all that in Hershey Highway. And then Scooby Doo over in Plant City, he done that. The fast truck drivers, and Shadow over on the west side of Lakeland, he aggravated them. And West Side Warrior and Magic Kingdom up there, or whatever they call him, Bookworm Magic, he done it. And they had all these gay truckers on there. And, they had these weird handles like Saddle Tank Hank, because he'd been over the Saddle Tanks, Freddie the Freeway Faggot, all these. I mean, they come in through town and all these, and doing that Hi Guy, Almond Joy, what's that guy's name? Fairy Larry. I remember some of them back in them days. There was a bunch of, but I mean, I had good friends that drove for Publix. I mean, Pack Rat, Lead Bottom, Light Pole. They all drove for Publix. They were my friends. But I mean, you had a lot of them guys, and some of them probably wasn't even gay. Probably some of them just messing around, joking around. But I mean, they had all them crazy handles: Candy Cane, Boy George, Bent Over Billy, all that crazy stuff. It was a mess. Breaker 19. How about it there? Come in now. King of the Hill. Home and Joy. The big question, did they have the skills to drive 18-wheelers? I don't know what they were. Some of them hung out at the truck stop up there, 40-acre truck stop, the old 40-acre truck stop. A lot of them gay guys, that's where they was talking from, up there at the truck stop. So I don't know. They had that CB Savage. They had him on a record, CB Savage. It come out on a record recording. This is CB Savage out there, all you truckers out there. Come on, come on. I'm in your chair, and I love it there. I think I still got that record. You truckers really know how to take a person for a ride. Come on, speak to me, you diesel demons. And that was old CB Savage is a record. I remember that record. He had a real funny voice. And key it down, put it on a CB. Another friend of mine had it. They put it on the CB. This is CB Savage out there. Come on, all you gay truckers out there. Come on, come on. Yeah, they had the old Ladies of the Night at there at the 40-acre truck stop. Yeah. Ladies of the Night. My dad's friend, he was a truck driver. And his wife, she was a big lady. She slept back in the sleeper. So one of them lot lizards come up and knocked on his door one night and said, "Do you want some company?" He said, "I don't know. You'll have to ask my wife." And she took off. I think they did to him another night. One knocked on and he said, "I'll have to ask my wife. Hold on. Honey, this girl wants to know if I can have some company." She said, "Hell no." I can't remember that girl's handle. She was I used to know her handle. I forgot it now. Light and Lively. She was a girl in there. Well, I should say a young lady. She was pretty. I met her. She was really pretty. And then he had, what was the other girl's name? Forgot her name now. Anyway, that one woman drove a little blue car and she broke down over the overpass out there and she couldn't get no help. And I got on my base station and got her some help. Somebody got her some help because they couldn't hear her little radio and she was close enough to me. So I got her some help and she said, "If you want anything, honey, it's free for you. She said, you don't have to pay me nothing. And I said, no, I'm okay. I'm fine. But that's what she told me because I helped her. And I met her, I think, one time. I called her at the truck stop or whatever because they had good food in the truck stop, so I ate there quite a bit or whatever. Plus, the lady that used to run the motel that was there, she was a friend of mine, and she bought a lot of the CBs off from me, and they put them from the talk on. And I used to sell CB radios and stuff and everything, and buy and sell, and maybe make a few dollars on them, maybe fix up a few of them or whatever, tune them up or whatever, and I'd sell them. And she'd buy the radios from me for the truck stops. So, and they had a lady named Denise in there. They had one inside the restaurant. She'd get on there and say, "All you truckers out there on I-4 now, come on in here at the 40 Acre Truck Stop Restaurant. We're open now. I'm in here to serve you now." And they'd hear her voice on there, and boy, they'd turn right off that exit and come right in that truck stop and get them some business. She'd get on that radio with her pretty voice. She was a pretty nice looking girl. Well, people say Cobra back, a lot of people did back then, but you got your Galaxies. You know, the Galaxies is good radios, and they had some other ones come out after that. But Midland and GE were good radios, and Royce was good in their day. They were all good. But I mean, most of them were good. I mean, I've had Cracos and everything else I talked to, and they talk like High Gain was a good radio way back in the day. There was a lot of them. I remember them all. And I got a lot of them over here on the shelf. But GE made a good radio. Midland made a good radio. But now you got all these Strikers and Galaxies and different R. And they got the 10-meter radios. They convert over to CB and they talk louder. And so you got all these new radios now. I had a big Royce base station I bought brand new when I was young, and it was a good radio, but Austin City Limits. They had some music shows on PBS, Austin City Limits. I used to watch a lot of singers on there. It used to be a good Austin City Limits music show did. And then they started getting junk on there. They had a lot of country singers on there and stuff, and then they got trash on there, just a bunch of garbage on it. Your son don't talk though. He's not friendly. He don't even talk to you or say hi when he's out on the boat. I mean, he ain't like you, Don. He ain't outgoing. I don't know. You can't communicate with him. You just don't. He don't have personality. That's the thing. I tried to be friendly to him and say hello, and he won't even talk. So he has no personality. He don't have the personality like you do. I mean, to talk and communicate. He's not outgoing. You and him was fishing. He wouldn't even talk to us in the boat. He don't have any personality. He's not friendly. So I was trying to say, he don't have a personality. But and if you're in retail, you got to have personality. You got to be friendly to the customers. You got to talk. You got to wherever. You know, I've been in retail before, but Austin City Limits. It ain't been 30 years, but I'd say I know in the 70s, 80s, maybe the 90s is pretty good, but they used to have a lot of the good country singers on there. And like I said, and I listened to a lot of, my dad played guitar, so I listened to a lot of guitar. And they had like Chet Atkins, which everybody knows who Chet Atkins was, Mr. Guitar. But he was on there. Then he got Tom Brash on there, which was Merle Travis's son. Merle Travis is the one who wrote 16 Tons, a 9-Pound Hammer, and Smoke, Smoke, Smoke That Cigarette, and all them old country songs. Merle Travis is the one who invented thumb picking, so he was on there. Merle Travis and Chet Atkins on there one night, and then they had all your like the Texas Playboys, and you had your Sleep at the Wheel, and Ray Price, and Bob Wills, these Texas Playboys, and you had all these old country singers on there back in them days, and they don't have this stuff no more like that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ravi. Love you, hon. Appreciate you coming in. She's a good lady. She's like a sis to me. We've talked a lot on the phone. She's a good lady. Love that little girl. She's a nice, good little woman. Billy Jacks, well, she's my friend, my buddy. That's all she'll ever be, but that's all I want from her. Hope you feel better, Ravi. Didn't realize you were still here. I didn't either. She quit talking. Guess she was just sitting back listening. She has a lot of health issues and stuff, and she's going through something too. I'm not going to discuss her problems, but that's why we're always checking on her. Okay, what kind of notice is that? Some garbage, probably. Damn it. Oh. Okay, Francis just texted me and said she's going to sleep. She got to get up early in the morning. So she said good night, everybody. I need to get off here too. I didn't realize it was that late. It's 12:18 in the morning. I ain't gonna get no sleep. 3 hour and 14 minutes almost live stream. So that means I got on at 12:18. I got on at 9. Got on around 9. A few minutes about 5 or 10 minutes after 9. So I got, according to that, because it's 12:18, I've been on at 9 for 3 hours and 14 minutes. So and it's 19 after, so that's 5 minutes difference. So that means I got on at 5 after 9, I guess. Yeah, I got on at 5 after 9. It's 12:19. So it's about time to get off of here. But I hate to get off when I got a good crowd. But happy for every one of you stayed here, and still got 6 people. I think I had 8. That's pretty good for not being on Saturday night. I used to be on every Saturday night for a long time, and got away from it due to things in life to deal with. I had to deal with, so I didn't get to be on like I used to. Texas is one of the main places to. What's his name of the Guggen Squad down there? Justin Rackley, the Guggen Squad. He fishes. I had the name of the lake on my tip of my tongue, and it just left me. That real popular lake down there in Texas, anyway. He fishes that, and I just had the name of the lake on my tip of my tongue, but it left me. Lake Fork, that's it, yeah. I was just trying to look it up. But I had it on my mind. I was going to say it, and then my mind went blank. That happens to me anymore. It's a stress. It's caused my mind to. I'll go out and leave my keys lay inside and forget them. I have to come back in the truck, come back inside. I just forget stuff anymore. It's just stress. But it's a wonder my heart hadn't quit. All the stress I've been under, just a wonder my heart hasn't stopped. But yeah, Lake Fork, that's one hit. Justin Rackley said the Guggen Squad, he features that a lot. The one that had the tumor in his brain. And yeah. Ever heard of those? Ever heard of those, like? Yeah, people selling that limited edition blueberry. Can't get no more blueberry. It's called Once in a Blue Moon. They're blueberry moon pies. They just put them out one time in Walmart, and they was gone within a day. Put them on the shelf, and they're gone. And somebody put a box of them on eBay, I think it was $10 or $15 shipping or something, $10 shipping. And I think the box of moon pies was $10 or $15. I can't remember. It's the only place you can get a box now. It's on eBay, and you got to pay like $25 for the small box of moon pies. It's $15 or $20, something. I don't know. I didn't know the price, but I don't know what it was now, but it was awful. I still got a full box here. I guess I should put mine on eBay. I could sell them for half that and still make money, huh? The trouble with the date on them, I think the date's fixing to go out on them because they don't put like a month. Like I just bought them this beginning of this month, I think it was. The end of last month. The end of September, first week off. And I think they go out like something right the middle of October or something. You ain't gonna get them now because Walmart only got them in one time. They ain't got them on the Moon Pie website. They don't even have them listed. You told me that before, but you ain't getting them. You ain't going to get them either. You said that back then. If you're going to get them, you should have told right that same day I told you because you didn't even check on them. And you ain't going to get them. Because Walmart don't have them anymore and they can't order them back in. I don't think. Has there already been no more? I went back to, after I talked to you that day, I went back to the South Lake of Walmart, and I looked in the display, and the display was gone the next day. I looked over on the shelf. There was 2 boxes sitting up on the shelf. They didn't have a tag for them, but they had them stuck in there with the banana ones and vanilla ones and chocolate ones. I grabbed them 2 boxes. I went to the Mulberry store. There wasn't none. And so that was about the start of that. 351 Cleveland, hey, brother. Good to see you, man. But you never say nothing. That's been 2 weeks ago or 3. I gave you that box when you was over here at Athenians, and that's, God, it's been a long time since you ate there with me. I know it's been almost 3 weeks probably. This was a special end cap display. It was a wire rack, and they had them stacked up. And they had some limited edition Cokes out there on the rack, too. And the Moon Pies sold right out. People were just grabbing them. And they didn't have any more of them. They put them out there on the end cap. That's what they do, and that's it. And that's what they're called, once in a blue moon. That means once in a blue moon. They'll never have them again. It's a one-time thing, once in a blue moon. I believe if they put them out there, they'd sell them all the time. They got the strawberry ones. They keep them out there, but I mean, you can buy strawberry ones, but they won't keep the blueberry ones. So I walked back the aisle where they keep the moon pies in Walmart, and they had 2 boxes of them like on the shelf. And I still got them sitting here. So I got 2 boxes. I think I got 3 or 4 left in my box. I really don't even. I gave Frances a box, but she said she don't know where her box is. I think the people, well, the little baby probably ate them out there or something, because they got a little baby where she stays. They probably ate them. If she can't find them, that's probably where they went, or they just stuck them up in the closet somewhere. Could be either one. But she wouldn't try one. She said she didn't even try them. I wanted her to try them. That's why I gave her a box. And I gave Willie 2 out of my box. And I gave Dawn a full box. And then I sent him out there to her the box. And Willie ate a couple out of her box. I said, well, he already tried them. He told her he didn't like them or something. He said he was just joking. So she took it as serious. Then she wouldn't try them. So, well, I'm not eating them. They're nasty. So she let the box sit there. There's probably, I don't know how many was in a box. They're small ones. But if there's 10 in a box or whatever, it was 8 left in there or something. And she don't know what happened to the rest of them. Mm. Oh, there's a secret. Dawn's a man, a woman in a man's body. Maybe he don't have a thing. Maybe that's why he watches them man wrestlers. Maybe because he's really a woman. Maybe I didn't know that. The man's voice. Probably not one. We're finding out more and more about Dawn all the time. I'm learning things from some of you guys and from him. I found out he likes to watch half-naked men. I found out he might be a woman in a man's body. I found out that, what else did I find out? Oh, I found out that ACC Gaming said I better watch him because he might be trying to come on to me. And I said, well, he already has. So, there you go, folks. buy him a tutu. Hey, this guy called Tree Trimmer 82 on here. He says he wears a tutu. He gets on and acts like another guy, like a brother, and like a different thing, and that talks crazy, and like he does it for fun for his channel and tracks subscribers. He does it all in fun. I could buy him a man's ear, like they said on was Seinfeld Kramer. Kramer said a man's ear. I can buy Dawn a man's ear and a man's bikini. Well, Flo now, he fished on his boat. I don't know if Dawn ever seen, but he fished out there in the G-string. He let his ass cheeks hang out. Flo did. So people do that stuff just for fun to get people in their channel. I mean, it's all in fun. Like I used to do a lot of cutting up, and people like my comedy stuff I done on the channel and joking around. You hear that? What's that tell you? Master of a domain. You hear that? Now what do you say? Now listen, folks. Master of a domain. That means, like the women that likes to be a master, they take the whip and tell the man to get down on his knees like a woman does. They call that some kind of sexual thing, the bondage, sex and bondage stuff. That's what Don's into. So he's into that. Or he means he's a masturbator, one of the two, a masturbator, or that means, a masturbator now. A masturbator is somebody that can bait the hook real good too. That's a masturbator. If you can bait your hook real good, you're a masturbator. So I want to give the other definition of masturbator. So just for all of you that don't know. But I think he's a woman in a man's body, because I think he's one of them sex and bondage guy person, because he said master of a domain. That means he likes that sex and bondage stuff. He's a woman taking a whip to the man, trying to get down on his knees, and where the woman does the whip, and the bondage things, and the cuffs and all that. That's what I'm starting to think here. I'm learning about him tonight. I'm glad he come in here. I think I'm finding. I'm thinking I'm learning something about him tonight, folks. Oh. He tries to change it, make it into something else. See, now it's a master of your domain. It's a domain now. There's an E and an A in there. Before it was just DOMAIN. Now they got a D and an A. Maybe that's some kind of. Anybody know what a domain is? Maybe that's some kind of sexual talk. Or I don't know. You guys, I ain't never laughed so much since pigs ate my grandma. Y'all heard that before, ain't you? You ain't never laughed so much since pigs ate grandma. No, I don't laugh much anymore. I'm just sad all the time, you guys. Dawn knows how to do them gear shifts and ride them gear shifts now and do them joysticks. Them truck drivers, they like to ride with another guy in the truck, and They call it their good buddy over there. He rides beside them, and they put their hand over. I think they got their handle on the gear shift. They got a hold of his gear shift, and they ride down the road and swerving all over the road. And that trailer just swinging back and forth, and them truck drivers just riding down the road. Hi, they got their good buddy in the truck, and that's why they say, "Hey, good buddy, got a copy, good buddy." What they say on the CB. Truck drivers are gay. Truck drivers take it up the poop chute, explore the Hershey Highway, bend over their good buddies. That's what they used to say on the CB. I think that's what Don was one of them. He had his good buddy in there. He was like B.J. McKay and his best friend Bear. Or what was his name? Snowman and Fred. He had a good buddy in there. Don't think it. None of them drive alone. They don't drive alone. Some of the women do. The man, they don't drive alone. They got somebody in there, that sleeper, or sitting beside them. Don't let them kid you. I had a truck driver tell me, he says, "Now you know," he said, "I'm on the road all days. I'm on the road for days and days and days at a time." He said, "I can't wait till I get back home." He said, "I got to have some on the side." He said, now, you know, that's why we pull in all these truck stops and all on the side of the roads and parks so we can get some. I got to have some loving on the road. I'm not going to wait 2 or 3 weeks to a month till I get back home. I just can't wait. I've had a couple of them tell me that. You ain't nothing like the Bandit. You can't drive a car like Burt Reynolds and go over them things and fly through there and laugh. You drive like an old grandma, like Pete said. He wants me to go fishing 2 to 3 hours. We'd have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be somewhere because where we should be there in an hour, Don would take 3 hours to drive there because he drives like an old grandpa. He won't drive. Even he ain't pulling a boat, he won't drive. Man, I'm going to get somewhere. I'm going to pull my boat. I'm going to get my ass there. I want to get fished. I want to be on the lake when the sun comes up. I want to get on that lake before it gets hot. That's when the early morning bite is the bass bite anyway, topwater bite. But you got to be on that lake. You ride with Dawn or Willie, you're not going to be on the lake. You're going to be late. The sun's going to be up and you're not going to get there. Who in the hell wants to sit in a vehicle for 3 fucking hours and ride down the road with somebody driving real slow? Your back's hurting, and then you got to get out of the boat and unload it and sit in the boat on your back and sit there and try to fish after you've been, and then come 3 hours down back because somebody wants to poke and drive real slow, huh? No, thank you. I'll pass. If I ain't driving, I ain't going. Either you move over, you don't worry about your vehicle and you let me drive yours and blow the carbon out of it, or you ride with me and we go in my truck. You hear him? He just admitted it. To go to a good lake, I'll take where I should be there in an hour and 15 minutes. He'll take 2 hours and a half to get there where it should be an hour and 15 minutes because he drives like an old granny. And if Pete was alive, we could prove it. But then he wonders why nobody will go with him. The only place he wants to go fast is on the lake where it's cold out, where he should drive slow across the lake so you don't get freeze because he's behind the windshield, but the passenger ain't. But he don't think about his passenger. He lets them freeze to death and opens the motor up on a cold day, which you don't do that. First of all, if it's cold out, your motor ain't supposed to be running wide open. It's got to warm up. Second of all, you don't run. I've seen thousands of people go out on a cold day and they go across the water slow because it's cold out. Because it ain't going to get hot in the daytime, so you don't have to worry about the heat, so you can take your time to getting across the lake. Or you don't go that far. You start out where you're at and you just go across real slow with your trolling motor. See? Then he wonders why. Or you tell him you're getting hot, or you get out of the sun, or you want to come in. Well, let me make one more cast over here while you're burning up. Then he wonders why he can't get nobody to go with him. So there's your answer, folks. Night, Mike. Good. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Have a good night. Sleep good, bud. Well, the count's going to start getting down because it's getting late and people's going on off the bed. So, well, the cold, that's two different things. You don't want to go in the pouring rain, obviously. We don't have snow here. If it's too cold, the blast don't bite anyway, number one. Or they get lockjaw, or the bass biting seizes down when it gets real cold. The cold front comes in, the bass don't bite. So why would you go out fishing for them? Why would you fly across the lake when it's cold? If it's too hot and you ever get overheated once and you have a sunstroke or a heat stroke, you can't be hot again, which I've had. And I've told everybody that I go fishing with it. When I was younger, I was working back over a farmer's field with a scythe. If you know what a big scythe is, a big mowing thing, by hand. I got over here. I had a sunstroke, 85, 90 degrees, heat stroke, whatever you want to call it. I suppose never get hot again. I've been hot. I get bad headaches. I start throwing up. I'm sick for maybe that whole day and the next day. I can't get rid of the headache and I can't eat, throw up. So I can't help that part. And my blood pressure goes down, and so does Francis's. Can't be in the heat. I can't take the cold. I'm not heavy set. I'm not fat. I'm skinny. Cold goes right through me. I don't like the cold. The rain, nobody fishes in pouring rain. And you have nice, comfortable days. We've had some nice days here lately. It was perfect fishing days. It's been cloudy. It's been 70 degrees. You don't get too many perfect days, but you get a few. But that's why I fish. If it's hot in the summer, I fish at daylight, 6:30, 6:45, whatever time it gets daylight, till about 10 o'clock. We get 4 hours fishing in. And then I come in. If you ain't going to catch it in the 4 hours, you ain't going to catch it. The early morning bite's the best anyway. As far as cold weather, the bass bite shuts down. I don't do cold weather. I didn't say the fish didn't bite in the rain. I said people don't go out in the pouring rain. Never threw a cast net, don't know how, but you ain't allowed to throw a cast net in Saddle Creek. You ain't allowed to throw a cast net in the fish management area of Tenor Rock. Those two places you can't throw cast nets. And some people think you can throw them in Saddle Creek, but if you look it up, it says on your fishing rules and regulations, it says no cast nets in Saddle Creek. And there's another place called Hardy Lakes down in Hardy County where there's no cast nets either. I don't know him. I don't know what his last name is. I don't know anything about him. I think I know who he is because Pete told me about him. I think it was Pete told me about Randy. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm listening to a message. It'll be about 2 more minutes and I'll be back. Messages. I got a message here. 2 more minutes and I'll be back. Good night, Dawn. Have a good night. Okay, I'm back. Well, Mr. Rodtrip, it's been a good time. I think I'm going to head out to have a good one. All till the next time. Night, Billy Jack. Sorry, I had a thing there I had to take care of. I think I'm about ready. 3 hours and 48 minutes. If I stay on another 12 minutes, I'll be on 4 hours, but it's going to put me past 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm happy for you guys that stayed in here. Whoever's still hanging here with us, I don't know who that is. It might be Squirrel. ACC Gaming said he was going. Don said he's going, and Billy Jack said he's fixing to go off. So I don't know who's still left here. Whoever's still hanging out with us, y'all have a good night. I wish the ones that hang in the background would at least say hello and let me know you're here. Or before I go off, say, hey, it's me or something. Just so I know you're here, so I know who's watching me. You know, I love y'all. You're all my friends. And I like to know who's in here and then that you're here. And Leanne Michelle, if you're out there, I love you, girl. I texted you the other day. I didn't hear back from you. Backroads and Bass, if you're lurking, Leanne Michelle, Jimmy, whoever. Love y'all, man. Come in and say hello once in a while. I miss hearing from you, Leanne. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all later. I think I'm on back on out here. We're at 3 hours and 50 seconds, which means about 10 more minutes. I would be at 3 hours, 50 minutes. 10 more minutes, I'll be on 4 hours. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, though. I appreciate it for the 3 people who are still hanging in here. And good night. Good night, everybody. Francis, if you're watching, good night, too. Have a good night. Talk to y'all later. Love every one of you. My family, friends, YouTube family. Love y'all. Good night, everybody.